Hello everybody, it is the holidays. It's a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year around here at Covenant. We just announced our partnership with BulkBox, so we're going to talk about that just a little bit at the top of this stream. And then we're also going to get into some crokinole. We're going to play some Nightmare Before Christmas TCG.
The holiday classics.
An old classic. Actually, Andrew Parks wrote me an email yesterday and said, hey, I really love that podcast. Hope you're doing well.
I will say, I didn't know Andrew before we did that. And since then, the number of people that I've engaged with in tabletop that say they've had some experience with Andrew, or they worked with Andrew, or they're friends with Andrew, and had just like something delightful to say about him, has been way more than you would expect.
Wow, that's
just
great.
Generally, and it's all been very positive.
That's
so
good news.
Kudos to you for being a great person
really
in the industry. If you haven't heard that podcast, it's actually one of our more recent Covenant casts.
It's been about a year off since we've done it, right?
Goodness! But he designed Nightmare for Christmas.
Yeah,
that's why that's relevant.
Among others.
It's a strange tale of how that game came together. It was fascinating to hear, but I love that game.
Yeah. Got some Mind Bug too. I might list that out. Surprise Zach. I've also got Swords and Strongholds over there that I might surprise you with. Look over there. It's in that box. And I've got the Mind, and I've got Love Letter, which we always call Princess Bag.
Princess Bag.
You guys can take that one for your holiday enjoyment.
Play some Princess Bag. Well, I like the sound of all of those things.
I just got back from Colorado. I think I broke my foot. I got that x-rayed this morning, and I decided that in celebration of the trip, I'm going to leave this beanie on because it's the holidays. It makes it feel a little more cozy, and I really like it. I got this on up there in Crested Butte, and I like the look of it.
Whereabouts is the Butte?
I feel like it. Do you think it brings my eyes out? Look at this. Look at this. And look at that. You see that?
It brings the green out in your eyes.
What else is in there?
Blue?
Is there? But there's. You see the blue like.
Your hat looks green to me. Is that just because of your sweater?
Look at the. Don't you see down in there?
I see that's blue?
I think so.
That's messing with my eyes. It's got the orange on top?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like kind of a shimmery effect.
Yeah. Well, like I think the orange plus your shirt makes me think it's green. But I can see the blue when I'm in there.
Makes my eyes like very green.
Yeah.
So my wife fell in love with me. It was my eyes.
She said that
I was wearing
verbatim all the time. It's like, the one thing about Steven that really got me, they were his eyes.
It is the best thing. I also brought this ice chest back from Colorado.
Can't. You see the edge of it. It's here. Like, let's just lift.
And there's a couple of brewskis in that bad boy. So we might tuck in one of those.
I don't know if that's true. You had it up there earlier when the ops team was packing stuff out. I don't know what's left.
Well, I like to pack a cooler.
Dude, we got the Waterloos.
I like there to be a lot of sparkling water because you never know if people are drinking.
I call it spicy water because that's what my niece calls it because she is young, and it was like, ooh, it's spicy.
We've got some Clubby seltzers. Now, this is chili pepper pineapple, and come to find out, it tastes just like a Hawaiian pizza. So if that's what you want to drink, it's there. And then we've got a Stone Cloud Chug Norris.
I wasn't ready for that.
And Odell, my favorite old brewery from Colorado, Isolation Ale Classic.
That sounds more up my alley. I don't know what kind of beer is that?
Beer.
All right,
just
a beer.
Yeah, just a beer.
Mark asking if we have any of those holiday tokens. Insert Dave Chappelle picture here. We do not. There are no holiday tokens this year. It's been a whirlwind of a year, honestly.
It has been a whirlwind of a year.
It's the last stream. This will be the last stream of the year. It's the holiday stream, so maybe it is a time of reflection. This year's been crazy. We don't have holiday tokens, but we do have bulk boxes.
We have some boxes.
Also, I saw a van saying maybe a special edition with our logo on it. If you couldn't tell, our logo, Ricky integrated it right here.
It's in there.
And these are on the ones that we're selling in the U.S.
Is it on the side?
No, on the inside it says exclusively distributed by Covenant.
So here's these bad boys. These guys are good. Whoever put this one together was missing work.
Well,
did you do this?
I don't know.
There's one I put together for the pictures, and I put it together very quickly.
Wow. Y'all need to get a ruler or something. Get a different one
here. Here, you use this one. See if this works.
Hey, in the spirit of the holidays too, I'm just gonna keep this like a prop show now.
But to expand on my story earlier, where Steven's doing his thing, speaking of, we got the bulk boxes, so we needed the shelves to go with them.
We got some Calyx shelves.
It was the most expensive way we could store cards at the time. We need the shelves and the boxes.
Yeah, they're going to go over here to our right. We're going to keep all our games in.
Do we want to go ahead and announce the IKEA partnership? Buy them all at the same place, yeah. New sponsor, IKEA. No, I'm just kidding. But it's been one of the wilder years. I think in a decade, 2023 will be a notable Covenant year on the board. for the trials and tribulations and the successes. But it's just been really busy. So we ended up not doing holiday tokens this year.
Wow.
Sorry, that was
While you're
just,
talking, Garth and I are going to go knock off a
I love-
bang here real quick.
I love that you guys both have the beanies on. So it's like, let's just continue making it impossible for people to know.
All right, let's talk bulk box here, shall we? So 3 bulk boxes actually come in this box.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a little bit about bulk boxes. Also, so this is easily shippable and combinable. No wasted space in this bad boy. Very efficient process. So if one set is this,
And it's
it's
3.
like 5 pounds. These things are heavy, and that's just because they're heavier things are better quality, right? Another thing that I didn't know, Ricky was telling me this the other day. Do you have a BCW box around?
Yeah.
Check his bad boy out. I didn't realize this. You've got the, anytime you have a choice when you're printing or whatever, and you can have like the natural brown, the craft brown, which
I'm not going to set it on the holy board.
you can have the natural fibers, the craft brown, or you can have the colored, the white. And it's like, why is the white one so much less expensive than the normal brown one? And I don't have the answer to that question, but I will speculate indefinitely about it. And what I think is happening, so I know on these, Ricky said that this is actually, what they do is they take the rough carbon and they bleach it to make it white, and that is not a great thing for our planet Earth that we're all sharing. So they don't bleach this bad boy. They do some kind of a finish on it, I think, to make it nice. And what it's akin to is when I'm in the house building project right now, and breaking ground today, apparently.
Yeah, they were driving.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's a big day.
Yeah, saw a little bobcat driving up there. The vehicle, not the.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Just a little with his paws.
It's taken us a long time because the animal union's been after us. But in these concrete floors that I'm doing, it actually costs more to polish the concrete and make it nice than it does to just put like vinyl over the top.
Yep.
So I think this is essentially the equivalent of putting, a vinyl finish over the top.
Yeah.
Cheaper. Whereas our preference is just to take the actual material and celebrate it. Look at those natural fibers, get that nice brown craft look. And, I don't know why. Maybe there's something in the deep subconscious of the human brain, but I always associate this to a nicer, higher quality thing than one of those bleached
Well,
cardboard.
it's just it's more natural. It's more genuine. It's probably not the right word, but like there's a almost vulnerability in
Authentic.
it. Yeah, it's authentic. People, no one's trying to hide anything. I will say, I watched in the time after. So I mentioned this on the video that premiered, but I didn't get to the point, which is part of the brown that's nice, is that these white boxes, the longer you have them, white also gets dirty very easily.
That's true.
So that's
It's like a white shirt.
that's
That's why you wear black shirts.
that's a part. That's right. Just
They'll last forever.
easy. Yeah.
If you put that thing under a microscope, they'll watch out.
We switched to
Disgusting.
black light. It's just like gross. Anyways, but I watched this fascinating video about cardboard so I ordered BulkBox a long time ago, like earlier this year. Got it in, was super impressed, started talking with Ricky, and then it was just starting to, I never really even looked into, the manufacturing production of cardboard and all this kind of stuff. Because the bulk boxes we're selling are made in Oklahoma. So it's like right down the road. And if you're in the UK, you order directly from BulkBox because it doesn't make any sense for us to ship the ones made in Oklahoma to you from here.
Right.
Ricky is handling that in the UK where he's
It
from.
doesn't make sense for him to ship UK to here.
That's right. That's how I originally
ergo,
ordered it.
Partnership.
But it was like I ordered one set of 3, and I was like, I want a lot more of these, but ordering them and shipping them across the ocean is just a lot.
Yeah.
Anyways, we started talking, but there's so much actually that goes into the manufacture of cardboard, and like almost all cardboard boxes, like pizza boxes or donut boxes and stuff, are made by like 1 of 2 companies. It's a whole crazy thing. But part of it is, and you can see, can you give me the top down?
Yeah.
What company is it? Is it Uline?
I forget the name. I can pull the video up at some point. But the making of cardboard is actually really fascinating because what happens in between these 2 outside layers, and like
corrugations?
the folds and stuff, and you can see it. You can see it in.
You want to
this
bulk
one.
box that too?
Yeah. Well, those are all double walled, so you won't be able to see it.
You can't see it. It's
And you can see the lines here. So like how you can see the density of the lines in this one is way tighter versus this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are spaced.
Yep.
What is that about?
And
a
so-
quarter inch?
Oh, I have no idea.
These for an 1/8 inch, maybe.
Yeah. So like the quality of material you're using, is it all new? made from trees, right? Or is it partially recycled, which is the most efficient way to do it? It's fully recycled. It gets weaker every time you use it.
Yeah, yeah.
So they'll use like 30 to 50% recycled, and then like anyways. But yeah, so it's beyond the double walling. There's so much to it. You're talking about the bleaching as well, and like that was one of the impressive things about Ricky is he had done his homework, and it was the way in which the raw material you're using here is relevant too, and like how thick it is on the inside, because it can be very thick in between the 2 outer layers of cardboard, and sometimes like a pizza box versus a donut box, both made of cardboard.
Yeah, very different. Very, very different. And like even the products that we deal with, like the the Arkham box versus the booster box is going to be quite a bit different. Paperboard, cardboard, etc. It's an exciting time in the world of paper products. Anyone have any questions about bulk boxes? Speaking of authentic, oh look, my mic's coming down. Is that mine?
Oh,
it's creeping. You can just push it up.
I got it.
Push it up. Oh.
that's one way to solve that.
Gravity.
Gravity.
It's right here. Isn't that cool? It's like a ray.
Yeah, I'm always amazed. Like we have a monitor here where we can see ourselves, and also Jonathan will pop chats up for us to see, but you can't see it on the camera, and that blows my mind.
Can't see anything. I'm also we haven't done it yet, but I think we're peeling these window frames back to natural wood. I think that's definitely happening. We're gonna maybe repaint and reshelf everything back here.
It'll be cheap, though. Don't worry.
It'll be cheap.
It'll be fun.
I'll do all the work myself.
I was just scratching
At a
my
rate of
face.
$100 an hour.
I had no feelings about the time and energy and process and money that went into making it look how it looks currently. None.
Fluting is what BulkBox says. BulkBox uses a high density micro flute, and all 3 layers of the corrugated are optimal for strength and eco, which I assume is eco consciousness, sustainability, etc. Andrew, are you listening? Where are you, Andrew Navarro? Are your ears tingling out there?
Yeah, he
Somebody's talking about fluting.
sent me a message because on YouTube today the thing went up that said we were premiering a video that said new partnership, and he was excited that this was coming for some time. So I have not sorted through my Earthborne at all because I knew I'm planning on putting my Earthborne inside of a bulk box. But
Love this,
that's
Matthew.
nice that he did it.
Just ordered a set. BulkBox looking forward to the product as a backlog of sorting needs to be done in my house. How many of us are in the same situation? Actually, not me.
I have so much to sort.
I can't store anything in my house.
We had the Zadig set up in my office. So there's like a 4 or 5 month backlog where I've not been sorting because I didn't have the table space to do it.
All those throwbacks that we've done, they've all got to get sorted.
Yeah.
They've all got to get put in boxes and labeled.
Well, that's a different
Throwback,
problem.
and then-
That's like my archive of stuff needs to be reboxed and resorted, but even just the ongoing games that have been coming out have not been getting sorted, and then it piles up.
How are you going to label these? You gonna put a label? You're gonna write directly on the box?
Matt
or you're
asking
gonna
if
put
there was a blank.
put a
So
sticker. Yeah, there's 3 blanks.
Yeah, 3
There's
blank
one-
sides. Yeah.
There's one if you want to. So if you want Ricky to be happy, and then there's 3 if you want to be like me, who would never.
One thing
show
I
a
was
word
thinking
mark.
about at some point, and we'll work this out live, is it would be cool if the games that we work with had branded versions of this. But probably the simpler solution would be clear stickers with black ink that you can just attach to it to be like, oh, this is my Earthborne
But they'd
box.
have to be able to come off without ripping anything, and that's the problem with stickers.
You guys got 3 sides.
Because otherwise, you may as well write on it. Because if you're going to take the sticker off, it's like
Well, I would just rather have a nice like Earthborne logo than my hand version of it. I'm okay if I can't even
logos.
Yeah, you've even got 3 sticker sides, so if you change later, you can switch which was facing out or whatever.
That's pretty smart.
Like I said, we'll do it live.
That is pretty smart.
Yeah, so
Maybe
you don't have to
could
custom a box for a specific game, but you could have, like as an example, with our Earthborne shipments, we can include that sticker every time.
That's what I'm saying. What if we just had stickers for every game we support,
That's
and
what
then
I'm
we
saying.
include them in the orders when
Yeah.
people order those games, and then we don't retroactively send them to the thousands who have already done that.
You just have to place a new order.
Easy peasy.
I'm sure Andrew Fisher's saying, I'd love to see the hand-drawn version of the Earthborne logo now.
Well, if there was ever somebody equipped to do it,
I feel like the one thing that happens in TCGs sometimes there's alters. So like artists will like change the way it looks or make it fuller or whatever. So like I'm sure there's someone out there who could be like, hey, you want a really cool. There's I forget the name of the account, but on Instagram there's this girl that I follow who she'll paint on the on books on the what do you call the side?
the spine.
Not the spine. On the sides of the pages.
Oh, weird. Nobody knows what that's called.
There's a word. There's a word for it.
That's just the side
But
of the.
she
side of the page.
started with Lord of the Rings, and she'll do these incredible paintings all on the sides of the pages. And sometimes it'll be like 3 scenes that are interconnected, kind of. Not like one big spread, but, you know, like... one, as an example, is Aragorn and Arwen standing on the bridge when they're having their moment in Rivendell. And one is like, you can see his face on one side, her face on the other, and then the combined, like, them from a further... Anyways, really cool.
Human creativity is incredible.
So I imagine you could do some really awesome art on the side of these boxes.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to go for it.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's great. Okay, well,
Andrew, let's just workshop this right now.
If y'all have any questions about BulkBox, eco-conscious, high-quality, square storage, then please let us know throughout the stream or whenever you want to. Discord or
what's the Cub
YouTube
link?
comment or etc. Cub.link/guessit.
BulkBox?
That's right. Meantime, we're gonna kick off a game of crokinole.
Okay, so to do that, first, again, this board was gifted to us from Wouldn't You Know. If you want a really insanely high-quality crokinole board, check these people out. This thing blows my mind.
You know.
I would.
What does that mean? What does that stand for?
We have to...
Is that like a play on words?
Are you kidding? Are we joking? Is this real? Is this reality? So we have to get the pucks, the discs, out of the back of this thing.
Where are they? Oh,
right. Watch those mics.
Do you want black, red, white, or brown?
brown in honor of BulkBox.
Bingo. This guy.
Do you want to split an ale?
Yes.
Just like the ale? Isolation ale?
Yeah, sure.
From our friends down there at Odell Brewing, fans of the show.
I could do this in a faster way, but it'd be louder. So I'm going to just take it nice and easy.
Make one of my favorite beers, 90 shilling.
I thought you were talking about the actual price.
Odell is like the Marshall's Brewing to American Solera, which is New Belgium. New Belgium is like fancy and cool, and Odell is like, we've been brewing beer since we were, 8,000 years old.
Just fundamentals, not being fancy.
And Zach is heavy favorite to win Kroger.
Oh, Zach's gonna.
Put a poll up.
Is there a poll?
Yeah.
What's the percentage meter?
There's no question about that.
Hey, to be fair, I don't know that I played crokinole since last year, so I'm rusty.
We need to put up a who's gonna win sorcery.
Ooh.
Shots
A game of skill, a real skill-based game.
As long
Brain
as
on
I don't
brain.
play water, I feel okay about it.
Brain on brain.
what about Pathfinder?
That was...
Pathfinder's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially good in limited. It's just a good advantage. I'm gonna put me on the poll. Okay. Hey, I've got a quarter with me.
80-20 rule, man. 20% of people are dreamers.
Now, if we could get a few more ales in you, I feel like I would have an advantage.
Dude, the thing about it is, if I am favored and I win, that's cool. But every great story is, at least my favorite stories are all about people who shouldn't or weren't expected to win and did anyway.
Yeah.
So I revel in being the underdog.
That's why we handicap ourselves at every turn. He just laughs. It's kind of true, though, isn't it? Isolation
Not
ale.
kind of true.
Here in Colorado, summer's barely over before our eyes start searching for those first fall flakes. And for the return of Isolation Ale, a smooth caramel malty ale balanced by a subtly crisp hop finish. I also love how Jonathan spent all the time centering that board only for you to instantly move it.
It's cool. We can center it. Oh, no. We got the lines,
Where
man.
we're going?
Look at the logo. Look at the logo.
Yeah, no, I'm getting there. I was getting the center thing
Yeah.
close.
This is really the game, isn't it? Oh yeah, you got to move it backwards. See?
Man, this is the poll.
Hey,
That looks pretty good.
that's pretty good. Yeah, don't touch that anymore.
Didn't even take me 30 seconds.
I like that. Anyway, a smooth caramel malty ale by a subtly crisp hop finish. So all the beer words that you've come to expect.
Let's just see how the poll's doing. I missed the poll. It ended. Dang. 70%. Well, hey, I appreciate your
Can you hand me your glass
support.
from back there?
70-30.
Merry Christmas, everybody, or whatever it is you're celebrating. I don't remember all of the Christmas
Hanukkah.
holidays from the various religions and
Hanukkah sticks out.
cultures and these kinds of things.
Somehow on my Google Calendar, like a list of all possible holidays got added at some point.
All possible holidays?
I
Oh,
think
that's an
so.
infinite list.
So like basically once a week, once my wife and I are reviewing the schedule for the week, I'll always
them
be
all?
like, "Hey, don't forget Thursday is." Like I don't even know. It's crazy the holidays that are on that thing.
I'd love to be in a place where I was celebrating all the holidays possible. Maybe that's something to aspire to.
Perhaps we just stream every time there's any holiday for anybody. Just do it.
There you go. Like National Donut
Even
Day.
Saturdays and Sundays.
I love donuts.
Hey, to bring ground on your house, to
Cheers.
BulkBox,
Thanks.
to all of you out there, for us surviving 2023. What a year it's been.
2023 has been a grand, like the pipes have unclogged a little bit here, haven't they? It's hard to say out loud. You don't want to jinx it. But, man, it was really bad there in the middle. For me.
Yes. I think, personally, too, it was just a year, man. For you specifically.
It was a hard year.
I felt like this whole year was just, like, crazy.
I feel like it was worse. It was like maybe it was all the pandemic leftovers that had to be worked through. Like we couldn't just come out to a clean like, oh yeah, everything's cool now. It's like no, everything's gonna go wrong.
To me, and not to say that the pandemic was a party at all, but it's almost like you have a New Year's party.
Yeah.
2023 felt like 8 a.m. the next day.
Yes.
And it was like that was a great time, and like in pandemic terms, we survived. That was the.
Mm-hmm. We made it through the pandemic, but then you had to get through the cleanup
of everything you had to do to get through the pandemic, and all the connections that you lost, and all the everything,
personal tragedies.
Like, even you're trying to been trying to get started on building your house all year, and like that's just a freaking process.
Yeah, trying to build a lot of death this year, and a lot of death.
Man, this warms my heart. Returmo. Hi guys, haven't tuned in for a hot second and just brought me a smile to see and hear you again. I'm missing the podcast. Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, we got a V return mode to the podcast.
Thank you for saying that.
We're gonna return to the cast.
I'm not expecting a decision, but we've been doing the kind of discussions up front on these lives. What is that?
It bothers me. Can you go to the top 10?
Yeah, sure can.
I don't think
Can you guys can't see
not
this.
even
Oh,
this
it's an absolute disaster.
The playmat is not perfectly aligned with the edge of the table.
Dude, it's crazy. It's way off. It's
it's way off. That's the problem. That's what's so messed up about it. When did this happen?
Well, you probably did it. I blame you exclusively.
It wasn't me.
Can I?
But then if that moves, I'm going to have to read it.
Yeah. So there's no moving it. There's no moving. Okay, go back to the main shot. What were you saying, Zach? I'm sorry. I was really bothered by that.
Just the podcast. I don't know if you guys have talked about actually doing a podcast or just clipping our discussions we've been having.
I think we're going to actually do it. The first podcast we're going to do in 2024. Tabletop gaming is fundamentally broken.
All right.
That'll get some clicks. See, I'm a click.
I don't know.
2024. I'm marketing. SEO, baby.
Because people are searching, is tabletop gaming fundamentally broken?
You'd click on that. If they came across your feed, you'd click on it.
I would, but I would never search for it.
Well, the search engine is your eyeball. It's the algorithm now. You don't search for anything. You get fed things. And I think the algorithm would feed you that because it would be very contentious.
It would know.
A lot of people would leave comments, and then it would be like, let's spread this around. It's really working people up. That's healthy, right? That's a good system for humankind.
All hail the algorithm.
Two ones. Con also had a tough year.
Man, been a long year. Lost my dad. Oh, come on. Get out of here. We're done. The stream is over. 2023 is finished. Woo! Van say, pull the Van comment back up. And there was a few of these. Been a long year. Lost my dad in May. My mother-in-law in October. Ready to close this year out on a positive note.
I feel that, man.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that. I will say every time seeing your name, saying "sup guys," brings joy to me. So I appreciate you being there, even when it has been a tough year for you. I don't even know how to say this name. I'm not even going to try.
Can you put that back up, Dylan? I'll read it. Yeah. I'm a reader. ChaosTheory 08. 2023 was a hell of a year for me as well. Was unable to find work for the whole year. Lost my savings to bills. But thankfully, I'm back to work now and getting things put back together. Well, wishing you all the best in that effort. It is hard. Things are hard sometimes, and sometimes all the time.
Yeah, I feel like...
we don't talk about that enough.
Yeah.
Everybody's struggling. Everybody's struggling in some way, sometimes in very big ways.
Now, I will say, there are moments when everything's going right.
Yes.
But personally...
Hold on for dear life.
Those moments are very rare. There's usually some... I mean, people are so complicated, and who knows what's going on. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you're back on your feet.
And also, it won't last. You know, it's all cyclical in some way. It's all moving. It's constantly moving. You know, so if you think it's bad now, it's very likely to get better. If you think it's great now, very likely to take a turn. You just gotta kind of ride that wave.
Yeah.
Try to keep your head above water.
Strikes and gutters.
Find the joy where you can. Embrace those around you.
The prophet once said.
Can this be the first thing that I did in the actual game?
All right, no warm-ups for me. It counts. Yeah, 20 points. So okay, let me explain crokinole real quick, and then we'll keep chatting. This is a great game for exactly this. I spent years playing this. We used to work Sundays in the store, which are board game day. Local. You want to pull those out?
I can't believe that happened. By the way, can we just?
It's.
I don't think I'll ever do that again today.
It needs to be cut out as a short because your reaction was so happy as well. But Matt Garrett, a local, introduced this to me. He'd bring his board, and it's just the perfect like social game because. Oh, come on! Who's favored to win now?
Dude, keep talking. I'm just gonna keep shooting. Is this a championship?
Wow. Let's see it. All right, 2 in a row. We can't pay attention to it. It just needs to keep happening organically.
Yeah, just keep talking to the people. I'll just be over here getting points.
Wow, Dusty. Not that I wanted to go to such a somber place this whole stream, but got hit by a bus.
Wow.
How crazy is that? I'm somehow fine, though. Sympathies all around. Peace out, 2023.
We just got to get it all on the board for 2020.
Man.
Hit by a bus.
So,
yeah, get it all out. Get it all out.
In the early pandemic,
There's all that karma.
my wife convinced me to watch a show called Grey's Anatomy. And
you're still trying to finish it.
we caught up and then we stopped. But early-ish on, spoiler, I won't say who, but there's a character who literally gets hit by a bus. So then ever since then, anytime there's like the way the framing in a movie or a show is where it's like dramatic and something tense is about to happen, one of us will just say, hit by a bus. Like, it just, anyways, that's what that reminds me of. That's comical version of that. But sorry to hear it actually happened to you. That's crazy.
No, that's funny. But the fact that you're okay makes it a little funny. It's just a little funny because you're okay. But if you had gotten hurt, it would not be funny.
He probably did get hurt. He's just fine now.
Oh, I guess that's right.
Yeah,
Well, I'm glad a speedy recovery.
Oh, cool.
Excellent. You
There's
have a
a
great
bus.
story to tell for the rest of your life. That time. Yeah, you can put
Damon.
it on your 2 truths and a lie every time.
Real quick, I wanted to get this in because on our Discord channel in Ask Covenant, Comfort N01SE, Comfort Noise, maybe,
Friend of the show.
Elite,
Friend of the show.
asked where the name Team Covenant came from. I was starting to type it, and I was like, I don't want to type all this,
Yeah.
so I'm just going to say it on stream and link the time code back to this person.
It's a very short story.
Yeah, but it's not that short.
Well, it's the 2 of us playing Star Wars TCG, did a team so that we could test decks together and called it Team Covenant because you thought Covenant sounded cool.
And the name that the community gave us was Team Caint.
That's right.
Our friend, very
country.
instead of saying can't, would say Caint. Like, you can't do that.
Can't do that.
And
He's
then
usually right, too.
we would ride together, and we were all in a group together, so they just started calling us that, and then we replaced it with Covenant. So he would
All
stop
those
getting
mean
ridiculed.
adults.
Yeah,
Those
we were just
mean adults
teenagers,
at
man.
Top deck. Team Cain. And then we started beating them. And then they were not as interested in having fun with us.
Yeah. Turns out you can't win. Anyways, that's more or less the story. But then it got started in college, and like that was the team who we played with and stuff. And back then there was a Star Wars TCG. First year was won by a team called Team Bus. It was just kind of a thing. You had team whatever. So that's
like before the internet.
That's where it started.
Ruined everything for all of us. And for many of us, opened up a tremendous number of opportunities.
Yeah. Josh, have they covered the restock of Sorcery beta? We haven't.
It never really got restocked.
We have beta.
Stocked at the beginning. And
there's a ton of conversation going on about should they reprint beta?
Yeah.
Which I'm not necessarily going to dive into that whole discussion, but we have not talked about that at large.
What I've been talking about is whether or not those sea serpents should actually have +1 movement. Because we put that rule in, but it makes the pirate ships too good, but it makes the sea serpents and the landworms or whatever that nobody plays worth playing. Mm-hmm. So do you take the good with the bad?
It's a fine balance, isn't it?
I've got a box and a half of beta sitting in my truck because I have nowhere to put it. And
you live in a tiny house. That's why he's building a house.
Yeah, and I just carry it around and do sealed with it.
Whenever you can.
Yeah, whenever I can.
You want to open some packs and play? Let's go.
Yeah, and that's how that goes. And that's all I want to do really with that product for the rest of my life. I don't care about anything else. I just want to be able to play sealed whenever I can. Maybe play constructed once a year or something. And then
just
get the next
in there.
set and do the same thing. Yeah.
Well, I like to build decks and play.
Yeah, I know. I do too. I do too.
Yeah, I know.
But it just sometimes it gets a little too.
We'll see how you feel now that you've got bulk boxes and you're about to have an actual house.
The actual house will help a lot.
Yeah. If I lived in your house, I probably would not have the size of collection of things that I have either. Yeah. In almost any imaginable.
You can't collect anything in there except dust.
Where are we going to put this art?
You can collect a lot of dog hair.
In your practice Christmas room.
We've got...
we have like a landing upstairs, you know. It's this big room. It's got like workout equipment in it right now. It's got a bunch of windows. But my wife is like a visual person.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to see decorations to understand what she wants.
I thought you meant you could see her. Like she's a visual.
She is, yeah. She's not an apparition. But she set our tree up upstairs so she could mess around with decorations. And then when we were in the attic, it'd be like, why do you guys have a Christmas tree up in like August? She's also a planner.
That's an incredible amount of dedication to the cause.
Unreal. And then
that is really I love it when people are so into something that they are just unabashedly so into it that they just commit the time to do it.
Very serious about it, yeah. And then the funny thing is, you know me, I'm a details guy. So she decorated. She actually decorated for Christmas now, right? And we'll be sitting there on the couch, and she'll be like, randomly, she'll be like, there's not enough decorations on the bottom of that tree, don't you think? And it's like, what
tree?
She's like, you didn't notice? And I'm like, notice what?
When did we buy this house? Whose house is this?
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes.
David, yes, SorceryCon. I think we're gonna do it. I haven't talked to Zach about it yet, but I've got a task in our task management software.
That's the Seattle event?
Nerd alert. Yes.
Dude.
Seattle. I think we should go. I think we should bring cameras. I think we should use it as a framing device for a greater documentary about kitchen table play.
Well,
like what games can look like when they're not flesh and blood magic, like super high intensity organized play games.
Interesting. Okay. Well,
it just takes some wily guys in Seattle to make it happen.
My inbox is open, and Seattle's one of my favorite places in the United States.
Oh, that's good. That bodes well for the trip, I suppose.
Have you been to Seattle?
Nope.
They have a problem. It's sort of like California. It's a great place, so then a lot of people want to be there.
Yeah.
Which can be not so great. But if you're not living there, I think it's phenomenal. Cause
right. Well, it's like Crescent Butte, actually, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to visit there, and then the people who can afford to live there buy a house and don't live in it. And then nobody who actually makes the town work can live anywhere.
That's right.
So this is the problem.
Yeah, Seattle's so overcrowded, and the prices are, like, living there, if you're trying to buy a house or just even rent something, is so expensive. Yeah. But staying in a hotel in that area, like, I would love to not have to have a car.
Yeah.
And Seattle, you can, if you live downtown or whatever, they have enough public transportation, and Tulsa does not. Mm-hmm. And Tulsa's like really spread out and stuff. So, anyways.
That's why 2024 is the year we finally eat the rich. That's the only way to do it. I've thought about this a lot, and I think what's going to happen next year is just finally just going to happen. Everybody in Crescent Butte is just going to go into the big houses. If they find anybody there, they might get eaten. I can't vouch for that, but they're at least going to take up residence in the houses as like it's been pitched as an idea.
Are the houses empty?
They're empty.
People just own them.
It's
like my vacation house.
They build like a 20 million square foot house in the mountains, and they go there once every couple of years.
Interesting.
That's what I was talking to Sydney about it. It's like, why don't we just go live in those houses? And it's like, yeah, if you all did it at once, it might work.
They can't stop all of us.
The cannibalism may be a little too far. That may the moral cause might tip.
Yeah.
If that happens. But they were talking seriously about it.
I don't know if I'm on board with the cannibalism. Not really any. I don't know how much of this I'm on board with at all. But I do.
Well, you don't find out until you're there.
There, injustice is injustice. So.
Mm-hmm. More houses for workers.
Terrence, careful, Steven, you're about to become a homeowner.
That's true.
But the thing is, you're building a house in literally the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, the middle of nowhere. Nobody wants to live where I'm building a house.
Yeah, so
there's
there's plenty of space. Like there's so much land you can build.
Yeah.
Oklahoma's ready.
Yeah, Seattle's a little different.
All right.
Do I start with 40 points in the game now?
So no, I have to have a chance. You should have 12 with 1 extra. Is that accurate, Pucks?
Did you call me Pucks?
I did. That's your new nickname. Here comes old Pucks.
Dude, he keeps hitting that crokinole puck right in the middle.
Yeah, that's where the name came from. He's just a savant. So how many total do you have here?
13.
Okay, so take your 13th one and just put it over to the side if you would. And then you made one that went in, so we'll put this here. Can you give us top down, John? Let's see. We need to put it somewhere we can see it. It's fine. We'll know. So you have 20. Well, I'm going to give you your first shot was a touchdown. So here's the rules if you've never played crokinole.
Is it called a touchdown?
You go, yeah, 100%. You go back and forth. We each have pucks. Mine are red. Steven's are brown. And normally I would be sitting like right here. And this is my zone. So when you're shooting, your puck has to be on this line somewhere. It can be over this line.
Can it be over? It just can't go all the way over.
That's right.
You can shoot from here. That's illegal. Wow.
In a two-player game particularly. So you could play 4-player. So then these would actually be their zones. But yeah.
Wait, do we have to half it then? Or can we just go anywhere over these two lines in our zones?
That's your zone. Got it. Yeah, this is your zone. So basically, Steven shot and went in the middle. If it goes in the middle and there's nothing else going on the board, you take it out, you put it over here. It's worth 20 points at the end of the round. And the goal is to effectively get as many pucks on the board / score as many points as you can. Each section is worth slightly less points. So pucks at the end, when we both run out of discs that are here, are worth 15. These are worth 10. These are worth 5.
But there's a certain kind of scoring. There's a name for this kind of scoring, right?
Yeah. It's basically our scores minus each other.
Everything past the post or whatever?
So if you have 100, I have 80, you would score 20 points.
Oh, right. It isn't like shuffleboard.
So technically, you can have this back and forth, and we have the same.
So like that is the same amount of points for both of us. These 2 pucks would cancel out.
We would be 0 points, yeah. But if I was here, you would score 5 points.
Yeah, and you would still score these points, though.
I would not.
You would not?
No, it's your total, my total. Whichever one's greater, you subtract the other, and that's the points. And we're going to 100 total points.
See, in shuffleboard, have you played shuffleboard much?
I played.
You need to go to a bar and play shuffleboard. So like this would be like all points for me here, and I wouldn't score anything outside of your closest one. So it's all about the grouping of the closest pucks, the ones that get scored.
Yeah, that's definitely not what happens here.
It's not it.
So the other rule is if your opponent has a puck on the board, for your next shot to stay on the board, it has to have hit one of their pucks. So if this was here and you shot, even if you shot and it just went straight in, it wouldn't count. You have to hit this.
It wouldn't count.
Doesn't count. Yep. Also, if you're shooting and there are no pucks on the board, anything you shoot that doesn't end up in this inner circle gets taken away.
Right.
So if you shot and it just landed here, it would get.
It doesn't count. You got to be good enough to get it in the middle at the start.
Yeah. Also, one other thing that's worth knowing:
Why
if you shoot and you hit any of your pucks without hitting one of mine, any of your pucks shot or hit in that movement get taken off the board.
Right. So if you mess with your own stuff without hitting your stuff, now can I hit mine into yours and that's cool?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as there is a brown and a red puck connecting with each other, everything's fair game.
Did all puck-based games start in Canada?
I don't know.
Did hockey actually start in Canada, or is that like a Scandinavian thing? Can somebody look that up? Johnny, can you look that up?
Hockey's got to be.
Where did hockey start? Did curling start in Canada as well? Because Steel Slime's talking about curling also.
You're asking the wrong jabroni.
Ice hockey.
Hockey.
Canada gets credit for modernizing, so I think that's fair, right? Oh, look at that. Those are some early Greek stick and ball, but it's not a ball game.
They have been a precursor to hockey.
I'm telling you,
they put it on ice.
The first puck is when the magic starts.
Okay, so you went first. There were no pucks on the board. You made it right in the middle, which means that you take it off the board and it's worth 20 points. So make sure you remember that. Now I get to go.
Beautiful. Andrea says hockey started in Canada, mixing Native American lacrosse and older skating games. And then Kecker saying Karam is an Indian puck game.
Nice.
So I guess the Canadians aren't the exclusive puck users in the world.
Good to know.
Yeah. You learn something every time on these streams,
but they are seemingly the primary puck innovators.
They are, yeah. And we can give them credit for that.
Yeah.
I think we've always known that.
It's a notable achievement. All right, first shot of the day. Let's get my fingers ready to go. And I can't lose after my...
So you're letting me have the first shot?
You got 20 points, yep.
Wow, that's very generous of you. Okay, so that goes here.
All right, so I shot it. It stayed in the middle because there's nothing on the table, so it will stay. And now you've got to hit that for any of your pucks to stay.
And do I have to hug this back line here?
Yeah.
Or I gotta be
it has to be
behind?
touching the line.
Touching the back line. Okay.
Yeah, so you can do whatever you want.
Yours. Okay. We're just going to Just
Perfect
like that.
shot, yep.
Just like that. Perfect
So now I've got to
shot.
hit yours.
He said it himself.
And we
want
to alley-oop straight into the middle, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I missed. So you're a clear game, but remember, if you hit your puck,
I won't hit my puck.
they both
I'm
go
staying
away.
as far away from that puck as possible. Boy, that one sent, didn't it? What
Staying
was
as
that?
far away from the center as possible, too.
Oh, I was on the wrong side. Wouldn't you know?
Just giving you so many opportunities here.
Hey, quit your laughing.
Doesn't count because I didn't hit your puck.
Look, I should be laughing at you. Ooh, look at that one. It's amazing how different they truly
There's
are.
a really spinny side and a not. I love the off the backboard immediately. Just stuffed.
That's not my good angle. My good angle is here, but I'm worried about hitting my own.
Mine would be over here, but I can't get there, so we're just going to keep trying.
Ooh.
I don't know what's going on. You've never been this bad at this. I like it.
It's because he's favored to win.
He's in his head.
As you can tell from looking at me.
That's on.
It's got to be inside the center. Sorry.
Fully inside the line? It can't be touching the line at all?
It's got to be on.
Judge.
Yeah,
Judge.
because it's once it's across the line, it's a 10-pointer, and it's got to be a 15er.
Not even halfway across?
Not even halfway across. Devil.
I've really never seen you been this bad. This is like a joy to watch.
It's my Christmas gift.
There it is. How about some points,
All right,
buddy?
Now I've got a better target.
That wouldn't matter. Now I've got to hit that bad boy.
You do. Yep.
Be careful on that, huh?
Chris, you're making this look quite difficult.
Part of it, it's amazing what your brain and your hidden finger, how they can't really communicate as well as you thought.
I think your age is showing.
Another ale will solve this problem.
Yeah, just loosen it right up.
So, if I throw that at that from here, just straight on, there's no way it's going to go in the middle, right?
I've seen it go both ways. So you need it to have enough velocity to make this skip over.
Right.
But you also, if you go too light, you might just scoop me in.
I won't go light.
You also, it's like,
because like if I throw here and I just do like one of these beep boop, and then it's like I remove two of mine, that's horrid.
That is horrid. I would shoot straight on if you. It's just like the.
Won't matter anyway, will it?
So now I've got a similar thing going on, which is like I don't want to just miss yours and hit mine. So we got to be careful.
RF says if it touches the 15 line, it stays in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but who do we trust?
It's like the old house rule. All right, ready? We'll keep playing it the way we've been playing it.
Okay.
And see what's up.
Well, you've been playing it at least. Now, okay. So you're sharking me here. That's what this is.
I don't know. That's true.
That's exactly what this is.
You can clear this out.
I'm not displeased with that.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I like hitting them where they all kind of go. You know, they all go. Oh.
So I missed yours, hit mine.
Wow.
They're gone.
This is my chance
Open
to
field.
walk away with the game here.
Just round one, kill me, and it's over.
You know, they sometimes just go so much farther than you think. That's infuriating. Nice. Somehow you're going to walk away with, like, more points.
Sometimes you can feel ahead the whole time, and then you get to the end and you're like, oh, they scored 60 somehow. Nice shot.
That was a great shot.
That was a beautiful shot.
I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, I will give you that one. We had to make sure that I didn't do the thing we were talking about earlier, you know?
One puck left.
What up, Gunny?
Oh, I hit mine. Oh, no.
It's a sad tale.
It's all happened.
Truly.
It's all come crashing down.
Don't want that.
Why don't you hit your little guy there? Okay, that's not terrible.
That was my last disc. Oh, you were ahead of me. See, that was your last disc.
I got 30 total.
So this is worth 10. These are worth 10. So I'm just going to take these off the board. And then you've got a 20 and I've got a 15. So you score 5 points.
I only get 20 in the hole? You sure it's not 30?
It's 20. It's just...
It seems harder than a 5-point advantage.
Undisputed 20. Yeah, hold on. Let me get a note. Score...
How much did we play to you?
100. You just scored 5.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
What's everybody's holiday plans? Who's doing what? I've already done both family Christmases, although I'm going down on Christmas Eve. Going to go to the old family church, little
in Chelsea,
15-person church there in
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Did they do a candlelight service or anything?
Candlelight. Going to play a tune with Dad on the mandolin and guitar.
I was speaking of that. Your dad invited me to. He has a show on Friday.
I'm going.
I've been dying to go to one of his shows. We had lunch with him.
Well, this is an easy way to heal you.
Well, the problem is I might be. So you're asking what we're doing for the holidays. On my side of the family, it's chaos.
Yeah.
Like it's been my dad passed away in 2020.
Yeah.
And then my mom moved out of their house, and like since then, every family gathering has just been chaos because there's not really a leader of the family. There's not a centralized place where we can go. All that to say, our tentative family gathering is Friday. But in true chaos fashion, not only did that get strung together late, but now it's being questioned because someone can't make it.
Got it.
So we might be moving that whole thing. So if I become free, I'll let you know because I would love to go to that show.
Is it going to be an all-night affair? Or is it just a lunch?
It's not a lunch. It's on a Friday.
Right.
So it'll be Friday evening after people are done.
I know how those bun boys like to party.
Yeah, they're crazy. Well, I'll let you have kids, so they only go so hard, right? But we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'd love to.
Did your family Discord not solve this chaos issue?
Oh no.
Well,
It just adds to it, really. Now it's centralized chaos.
What's that song? It's a Longfellow poem. It's kind of sad, but then it's good.
Then it's sweet.
It's
Did you know it complete?
It's a song. You'll know it. It's a song, but it's actually a Longfellow poem.
Christmas song?
That's what we're singing. Yeah. Whatever happened to Christmas?
Grandma got run over by a reindeer?
No, Jonathan. It's not Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
That's not Longfellow?
One of his most famous works.
Goodness. Ryback, can you pull the Ryback comment up saying if it's inside at all in the 15, it'll stay. So we'll play that way moving forward.
Did you just rob me of 15 points?
No, because I would have
been the bells on Christmas Day.
I heard the bells on Christmas Day. Yeah.
Would have been able to.
I heard the bells on Christmas Day. Da, 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 da. And Burl Ives, I think, is the guy that did the famous version of that. A peace on earth, goodwill to men. Yeah, that one. And it's a really sad, it's a really great poem. If you ever want to.
You went first last time, right?
Poetry or whatever. Is it not last score goes first or something?
You go back and forth.
Really?
First.
That's not right. There should be an advantage.
I could be wrong on that too. Who knows?
Is there an advantage to going first?
Well,
it should be a disadvantage, right? Because if you keep knocking the other player's pucks off, you end up scoring.
So it's an advantage because you're the first one that gets the open shot.
Oh.
So for good players, it's actually usually the first person to miss creates the game.
So whoever lost the last round should go first.
That would be the catch-up mechanic way of doing that, yes.
Let's do it.
But I'm pretty sure it's just a rotational piece. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can match the woolly magic.
If a disc is touching a scoring line, it counts as the lesser value.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's basically like you're going first and I'm down a disc.
Yeah, that's great. Unless I do the same thing.
Yeah, gotta be. Now it's like I'm going first and we're both down a disc.
It's just, yeah, that's nice. It's kind of cool. You did like a
just like a little wheelie or a manual.
A little willy. Okay, I've got to get over here and then.
Yeah, the shape of this table makes this difficult. Speaking of cheap seats, you're asking about plans. This has nothing to do with the holiday, but I'm really excited about this. This, on Friday, I bought, the tickets went on sale, and I bought tickets to go see, in Greensboro, North Carolina, in March, the final wrestling match of Sting.
No way.
Yep.
Really?
I'm super pumped. That's the arena he wrestled Ric Flair with in 1988.
Yeah.
That was like his first big, he won the world title. And
is Flair wrestling as well?
Flair will be there. He's been there. They've been doing this whole build-up promotion. He went to the WWE for a minute, and they just totally ruined.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like, this is the end of his career, and it's going to be great. And they put him in the Hall of Fame, and they just screwed it up. And then he started wrestling for AEW a couple years ago, and it's been like, people love it. He's in his 60s, and he's like jumping off a thing onto tables and stuff.
He's nutty. I mean, Ric Flair is a crazy person.
Well, that is Sting. Ric Flair has been wrestling for a long time because he's
Sting came back in.
Sting is back in.
I thought Rick came back.
No, he's too old. He's in his like 80s.
I just saw something about him wrestling though.
Ric Flair?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, he's been. So when they announced his final match, they brought Ric Flair out because he was fighting wrestling Ric Flair in Greensboro for his first big, the thing that made him popular or known. So Ric Flair was there when they announced it, and he's been around now since then as part of some weird storyline. But he's not in fighting shape. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyways.
Okay. That's cool. Congratulations. I'm glad you're doing that.
So I'm gonna take a risk.
It's the kind of thing you do in your mid-30s, you know?
Yeah. Well,
start doing like those weird
things. Have you been to a
things.
live wrestling match before?
I have.
Okay, I have a friend that said it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's almost like how I feel about baseball games. They're way more enjoyable in person.
I love going to baseball games.
The problem with wrestling now on TV is that it's in high HD.
Yeah.
So like when you're watching it like in an arena or something, it feels way more like a boxing match.
Yeah.
Because your eye, just what you can make out and what's going on is very different. And all their tricks are built for live audiences. Like the way wrestling is done to feel, it's still planned, but to a certain extent.
Wait, it's fake?
Yeah. I mean, I started watching wrestlers.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Yeah, it is good.
How far have you gone?
We saw the first episode.
Is Serena in?
She's in the middle, but she's also been really sick.
Okay.
So like.
Kind of great sick show.
Yeah, and we just wanted something funny that she can like not have to follow super.
But can you guys have the conversation of like, babe, can I just watch this without you?
Yeah, we have a 3-month thing. Okay. It's like once it comes on the radar, if both people are interested, we'll give it 3 months, and then after that, it's a open content relationship. You know.
All are welcome.
Anyways, all right, I'm gonna try to shoot and not hit my own disc.
Hit it.
No.
Well, you didn't.
Yeah.
I wanted to shout out here, what was it? Van, I think, was telling us what he was going to do for his holiday there. Van, visiting family in Alabama, playing lots of CCGs and board games with my son.
Nice.
That's got to be cool, right? Son, get involved in the hobby. That's probably the primary driver of new entries into tabletop gaming by far.
Makes sense.
Because everybody who plays just wants somebody else to play with. So if you kind of direct your child in that way, it's not selfish. It's wholesome.
It's strategy.
It's strategy. Yeah. You're just doing your part.
This is not a cult.
And then a lot of things about the rules.
That's true, Ryback. Sting did get injured in WWE, which cut his promotion short. So who knows how they would have. I think they were trying to build to a Sting Undertaker match, which everyone wanted, but then he really hurt his neck and back. And then retired, and then got the Hall of Fame, and then was like, you know what? I'm 60, still feeling pretty spry. He's just
let's not.
I was talking to Rafe about this earlier. He's sort of the wrestler's wrestler. Like he didn't wrestle and then get famous and go on. Like The Rock went past that. Hulk Hogan went and did movies and like has other stuff going on. He kind of just was right below that layer, and he's wrestled for everybody now. Like and he's been around since kind of the beginning of the '80s. So it'll be cool.
I like it. Alexander's 5 more days of postal craziness. He's a mailman.
Did you see Ian's recent comment?
Ian, what's up, Ian? I love seeing Ian's name in the chat every single time.
I miss you, friend.
Now, that's just unlikely.
He's going to his in-laws and saying, I'll be doing all the tech-related things that his mother-in-law can't figure out.
Set up the router, fix the printer.
Yeah, that happens. You remember, I don't know.
Disconnect the printer from the cell phone, Bluetooth over the remote.
Restarting a lot of things.
Yeah. You've been denied twice on that.
It's all right. We'll get there. We'll lock it in.
Optimism is eternal.
You, I don't know if you've had this experience, but it's like when you start playing on a new basketball goal / a new court, and like you just have to get used to everything going on.
I know all about that. You give me more targets.
I got nowhere left to shoot.
You give me more targets.
Because I'll start hitting my own stuff now. Oh! Alley-oop! All right. I'll just remove this.
Big and strong.
Lordy.
Like the BulkBox.
All right. Let's sink one.
Because it's my mascot, because I'm the brown pucks. Nice.
All right, so I'll take the one you had here.
Your reaction is not nearly as satisfying.
Well, okay, I just expect mine, you know? That was also different. That was just a straight shot clear board. You bounced, you alley-ooped it.
I did.
The crowd would go way more wild for your shot than I would.
Intentional.
But also, you know, I'm here to just get the job done.
You are.
I gotta win.
You're the enforcer. You're meant to win. It's when you're at your worst. It's when you're favored. We talked about that already, right?
I don't know. I talked about liking being the underdog. All right. Let's see if we can do it again.
Great. These things seem to show up out of nowhere.
It just appears.
You ever notice that? It's like in Mario or something. It's like they're not there and then they pop up out of the...
Yeah, just suddenly. Nice.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right, let's see if we can oop it.
Did you say oop it?
Yeah, I was trying to bounce it off in.
Is that short for alley-oop?
Yeah. Or I guess bank it would be the right word.
It's alley-oop, right? Like the alley?
Yeah. Alley-oop.
Do people call that the alley in there? Where you're shooting the layups?
It's the lane.
So the alley would be adjacent to the lane or perpendicular.
Right behind it, yeah, sneaking up in there. I don't know. I don't know why it's called the alley-oop. I've never thought to ask. It just is.
Guess we'll never know.
You know what I mean? It's like, why is a putt called a putt? Had to come from somewhere.
Well, I just about put you in the middle there, didn't it?
Yeah, this is strange. I need to be over here. Oh, God. I can't. All right, let's go left-handed.
No way. No way. You're not going to do like the pool shot where you put your right hand behind you?
No. It reminds me of the like Michael Jordan clips where he'll like shoot a free throw. He looked at, I forget who it was, and he's like, this one's for you. Closes his eyes and just shoots it and makes it.
I just saw that recently. Did that come across the internet feeds?
It's always ever.
Okay, yeah.
It's perennially on the feeds, but shooting left-handed is also a thing.
Kind of got rejected there. That was very polite. Very polite.
I'm just happy it hit the thing.
Yeah.
Could have gone, anything could have happened left-handed. Crazy.
I think that the key for me is to make sure they're always on the right, like the same side, so you get used to the velocity. I can't adjust to the quick ones and the slow ones.
It's a little more chaotic.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a reshuffling more than anything, right?
Well, you knocked one of mine off.
And mine.
And yours was already on the line, so that's the same amount of points. And mine was already in the middle.
Yeah.
So it was advantageous, and I have to hit this now.
You just cleaned it up.
Instead of aiming over here, so.
Yeah, great.
Swoosh.
Yeah, great one. Good one.
Oh, man.
Now this is hard. Okay. Oh, Michael Scott that one. Thank you.
I just ignored it. All right.
It's weak.
My goal was to get yours in the 5 and keep mine in the 10, which I did.
Hey.
On the line. Mark it 0 or 8 or whatever it is. Yeah, how many pucks do you have left?
1.
Okay. See what I did there? It's on the spinny side. Who knows what's going to happen if you hit it?
It's still spinning.
Yeah, some say. Still spinning to this day.
I'm just going to try to... What I want to do is I want to hit this, hit that, knock that out, hit this one into the donkey there.
Into the donkey. All right. Suddenly it's the donkey.
I have no idea why.
Right time. Crokinole stream makes it start. Now it's starting to feel like the holidays. Merry Christmas to the team and all the best for 2024. Thank you.
So
Thanks for being here. That's Ian/Ian who introduced us to the Flesh and Blood TCG. I see his little face. He did it. He did the exact thing he said he was going to do. So,
Bummer, man.
do you have any 20-pointers that I
How much do you think before you talk?
None. Why?
Same way. Same thing. It's like a direct, comes right out. That's why I was halfway through donkey when I was like,
what am I saying? I think on stream it's a different thing too.
why?
But it reminds me of the Michael Scott quote where he's like, sometimes I start talking and I don't know where I'm going. And it clips to him just saying, as I've always said, always, never. He's just stumbling through his words. It's so good. Okay. So this is 5. I'm going to do this.
Okay.
So your
like
5
that.
downgraded
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. And then
So-
I got 120, you got 120, and then I made you a 20.
That's right. The 20s cancel.
Mm-hmm.
Then I get 20, 35.
Yeah, good.
So it's 35 to 5. Adjust your odds now.
It's 7 times my score.
Well, yeah, but I've played so many sessions of crokinole where it'll literally be back and forth scoring 0 points or 5 points, and then someone will just score 150 points all of a sudden.
Is that someone me? This could be the moment. This is the one
Dysphoria.
burning.
Forget about Zach. I think Steven's sharking himself. Now you go first. As both the person who didn't go first last time.
Let's just sink one like I used to do.
Like back in the good
I
times.
did 2 in a row there.
Yeah,
I'll probably never do 2 in a row again in my life.
And it's documented. We can go back and revisit that anytime you want.
At least I got there in the middle.
I did too. It just didn't stay.
Great. Stack them up.
Ian, encouraging, saying you got me right where you want me.
Yes.
Nice.
Let's go. Let's play some crokinole. Let's go, dude. Let's go. You're done.
Hey, ho.
Okay.
Little back and forth there.
Little tit for tat. Kind of a literal tit for tat there. Well, I guess not literal. It's definitely the opposite of what that word means.
Hyperbolically, I mean, literally.
A literal tat. Okay. All right.
So this is like strange positioning for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go lefty again. I gotta work on the left-hand shot.
Cool. Glad you're just deciding to dunk on my skill level.
It's the only way to get over there.
Yeah. Ever play basketball with one leg? Need to try that out.
Early on in basketball, it was one of the most fundamental things. Is like
one-legged basketball?
No, people who could dribble and shoot, like do layups with their left hands in like junior varsity, you just have a huge advantage.
Oh, right.
Because like that's like the base level of skill. It's like once you can do that, it opens up.
You can't be covered.
Not as easily.
Nobody understands the left side.
Well, it's easy to shut someone down that can only go right.
Yes. Well,
Hey, it's not a 0-sum.
no, but I wanted it.
I know. Next time. Just need to adjust a little.
I don't even know if I can get in there.
It's a hard shot to shoot.
It just looks like me losing my putt. That one.
I feel like shooting right here would be your.
Are you crazy over the hole?
Just give it a little pepper.
No, dude. Watch this.
Start the clip now.
No, dude, watch this. You gotta come over the top of it, right? Isn't that what and you aim with your little... I was watching some videos last night.
Were you really? That's amazing.
I wasn't.
I was like, I've never done that. Hey, that could have gone worse. It's a good barometer
I'm just kind of amazed
success.
at how that wasn't even close. Okay, I can take that one out.
Chris, first person to 100 points gets the win. Zach
That's
saying,
what I'm looking for.
time for my annual, why don't I have a crokinole board hand ringing?
Wouldn't you know? You could have one right now.
Dude, look at you stacking. You got fat stacks of points over there.
Dude, I'm stacking points.
And it's like impossible to hit those things.
Yep. We're just going to keep going back and forth on that puck right there. Because fortune favors me in this exchange.
It does. Riley, just catching up on the live here. Steven's initial 20-point sink came right after the I tossed my dad this year. Just moving on.
Maybe it was the spirit of your father.
That was just things are better now. You know?
Yeah, things are better now.
Things are looking up.
Or he's probably thinking, I'm going to wreck
That
Zach
was a
with this
beautiful shot.
Yeah, displeasing.
I have to give myself credit on that one.
So now it's 30 to 25.
Zach, check out Wooden. They sent us this board. It's one of the craziest crokinole. It's super high quality.
That's not good.
Man, Steven delivering for me. Merry Christmas to Zach.
Now they're out of the way.
There's no way I can hit that.
Alley-oop is derived from the French term allez hop, the cry of a circus acrobat about to leap.
Alley-oop? Toss it up.
Okay.
I didn't know the French had any influence on basketball
They
at
invented
all.
basketball.
False. James Naismith.
Don't remember.
You mean Hames? What? Did that one escape out of your head?
I can't hit your thing, so I'm just not risking it.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, in Chelsea, the education level, of course, you start learning basketball, and they're like, all right, we're going to start at the start. We're really going to teach you about the history of this thing.
Of the ball.
Fundamentals all the way up, and they really encourage you and coach you all along. And no, not at all. It's like, all right, here's the ball.
You see that comment there?
All right, so this is the moment.
Sean
right?
Ripley. It's like Zach always says. Always never give it a little pepper, then straight to the donkey.
Look at that. You can't hit that.
Oh,
I'm in.
don't you mean you can't?
Also, why do you keep having the last puck? Did I have the last
You had
one
the
last
one
time?
last time.
Good luck proving it.
All right, so yours is here.
20
That's 20.
to 30.
I've got 30, so I'll score 10.
10 points.
45.
Anyone want to modify their bet?
Can we get a new poll?
The question is really, what are the odds, you know? How much am I going to lose by?
I think you winning is... Your silence is deafening. I think you winning is totally reasonable.
Do you think about what you're about to say?
I think the odds... That's one of those I found myself not thinking until I got there, and then I had to think. I think the odds of you winning is much higher than you would bank. So you went first that time?
Well, you went last, I guess.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
It's a good shot. It's not the kind of thing I want to hit.
A little too much pepper. Miss the donkey.
There we go.
Dude, look at you.
Hey, look at us. The key is you just got to stop thinking.
All right, here we go.
Get out of your head. Get out of your head. Great. We love the left hand, Zach. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Here it is. For all the tuna.
Nice shot.
That looked good. I think my body remembers this from last year.
Remembers what?
Crokinole. What do you think? I mean, crokinole.
My body's
what
still,
we're doing.
My body's still remembering basketball from Thanksgiving.
Oh, right. Didn't you guys have some old dude injuries?
Just like I landed on concrete and was like, that kind of hurts. Then you were gone last week, but suddenly one day it was just like, oh, extending my knee hurts. That's new.
Talking is distracting me.
Oh, it's working.
You'll never make that shot, though. Like I see it. Jonathan, you want to throw one?
Oh, I guess I could flick one, but it looks quite difficult.
I'll let you come play around so I can get my Invisalign back in at some point. That journey's still going.
Okay, Grandma.
Cool. 3 years later, 9 months.
Did you remember that? Like, it was the start of the pandemic. You're like, it's going to be awful for like 3 months. I've got to have this in on the stream. And we were like, it'll be fine. Yeah. And you're literally 3 years later.
And then it was like, oh, the pandemic's going on. I'm not going anywhere anyway.
So how did they miss it by that much?
Well, I'll tell you how.
Yeah.
Sit back.
What's the story there?
So one of the main things that was being corrected is my teeth in the back are supposed to be your top tooth is like this, right? Your bottom tooth is on the inside. Like over here. It's like your top tooth and then your inside.
They don't go... They're not
like this. Otherwise, they wear down. They don't like just do this.
But this is how they make food.
They do this.
It's like a grinder.
They mash like this. Your teeth should be doing that kind of action.
Oh! Okay.
Yeah. So mine was the opposite. My top teeth were on the inside of the bottom teeth.
Got it.
So they were straightening out the front teeth, but then they were trying to move the top teeth to the outside of my bottom teeth.
Huh. It's kind of like a...
But, well, in the front's different. The front teeth are supposed to be over your bottom teeth, you know?
Wow.
Like this.
Yeah.
So anyways, they did that, but the problem is that my, like, palate / jaw up here is only so wide.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't quite. At a certain point, they stopped moving, and so we did a new round, and then the teeth started
more extreme mold.
Yep, and then the top teeth started like tilting, which means that it's out of space up here to keep going. So then we had to basically do a new round that brought them back into a position that wouldn't wear down inappropriately over time. But then in doing that, they messed the front teeth up. So we had to do an extra in each of these rounds. It's like you have to wait a month or two. The new stuff comes in. And that's a 3 to 6 month process. And then you get to the end of that.
You got to pay him for all this?
No.
Great.
It's all part of the original. But not knowing that there wasn't enough palette was the biggest. That was like the first 2 years. If we had
How is that a mystery?
Well,
I mean, the mouth isn't changing.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Can't they just look in there and be like, oh, no room?
I think if I had gone to a
dentist at a dentist office?
no, an orthodontist. So like you can do Invisalign through your dentist.
I'm pretty sure my uncle wasn't right on this one.
But yeah. So we did it through my dentist, who my wife used to work through.
Right.
And Invisalign is usually simple enough that you don't have to go to like full scale orthodontist. But I think if I had, they would have sussed that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you took a chance on simplicity and you rolled complexity.
Yeah. But they were talking to me like it was very confident and they knew what was going to happen. And then they were just wrong. So here we are. But literally Wednesday, I have my appointment to go in and get the buttons off. And I don't even care at this point.
Yeah, right.
We're done.
You may as well have it your whole life. I mean,
Yeah.
You've gotten so used to it.
There's like so part of it to fix the front, and it's all connected. Like where
Right.
your back teeth and front teeth are, and they don't want gaps and stuff.
Yeah.
So then they had to bring it back in and change the front. When they did, it created weird gaps, so they had to fix that.
Right.
But even now,
Whack 'em.
to pull my front teeth to the right spot, they had to like shave some of the teeth down,
Yeah.
create some extra space so they
That's
can
weird.
whatever. But there's a very slight gap, like right here at the bottom.
Couldn't tell me. Wouldn't know it.
That if you're looking at it, you get up close. But at this
no
point,
one is though. Who's doing that?
yeah, at this point, it's like I don't care.
Yeah.
If you saw my teeth before this, it's like we're way better than that, and I'm done. I can't keep doing it. So
Make some improvements. Do you want a seltzer that tastes like a Hawaiian pizza, or do you want a mosaic pale ale, which means nothing to me? Those words.
let's
tell
do
me nothing.
pale ale. I don't think I can take a pineapple pizza drink right now.
What's your problem, John? Do you want a seltzer?
No seltzer for me.
Alex,
Used to be
very
fun.
sobering. I remember Zach saying, "Oh yeah, 3 or 4 months tops, it'll be gone when we get out of this lockdown." It was wrong. All right. Do we have any 20 scored right now? We don't, do we?
No 20s are scored. About to be though.
Fixing to find out.
Fixing.
Let's see if we can just go straight over the top. Nailed it.
That's such an easy lift for me though.
I just picture. Is it in?
It's in, yeah. But I just
Oh.
want to hit it next time.
Yeah.
Keep it on the table.
That would be so funny if you just, after saying easy lift.
I think it's a mosaic pale ale. Do you think that means they put a lot of different flavors together?
I think it's marketing, dude.
Like a mosaic?
You want to hand me that chug?
Yes.
Chug Norris.
Chuck Norris.
The classic.
Okay, I think we can get both of these at the same time. These two with this one. We've just got to have a plan. I could go boom, boom, trying to send that there, send this here, send that in the middle.
I bet the best thing is like if you were hit here, send this off, and it bounces back
out
there. Yeah. But, you know, mileage may vary.
Yeah, okay, let's try that.
Andrew says, I got Invisalign about the same time Zach did, and I've been done for years. I'm very happy for you. I don't wish this upon anybody. It's like just annoying enough. It's not that bad. You take it out to eat and stuff. You don't have the wires, etc.
You take your Invisalign out to eat?
Yeah, and then I brush my teeth before I put them back in every time. That's why I'm always like on stream. We'll be drinking something or eating. It's like, all right, I'll be back. I got to go put my Invisalign in.
So funny. I read that it's like you're literally taking them out to eat. Like, hey, I took you out to dinner. Invisalign.
I wasn't following that at all.
Welcome to Arby's. You can have a big Montana only.
Oh God, get out of here. Don't forget, you have to hit my things.
Oh right.
I saw you eyeballing that. Yeah. He was going for the donkey.
Wow!
I don't know how that happened.
Incredible.
But we love it.
Incredible.
See if we can finally get this lefty.
Back at you, buddy.
I'm getting a little more accurate with left, though. You know, maybe I'll just play the rest of the game left-handed.
Send that one to the moon.
He was
Hit
angry.
the monitor with that one. I've got 3 on the board, man. Where are your pucks?
Let's see if we can just get both of those off the board.
Well, grace of God, you hit something there. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I probably consider myself a little lucky.
Donkey time.
Perhaps it's connected to my optimism. That counts.
That counts.
We'll let it ride.
We'll let it ride because it's the rules, not because it's charity.
All right. So
I got one left, I think.
Oh, get in there, man.
I mean, is that right? Because here's my 13th.
Yeah. You good.
I don't want to throw anything. There's nothing I can do here.
Slap it off the side of the board.
I can only hurt me. Yeah.
Second cycle. Can you tell me what type of camera? So fast, I wouldn't have even seen it. Speedy Gun Steven. Can you tell me what kind of camera you're using for your top-down shots? We're looking to upgrade our stream quality, but not sure where to start. It's not just the camera that matters, though, right?
And there's a lot of good options. There's a lot of great options for streaming cameras. The things you need to look for is: do you think you might want to upgrade into 4K at any point in the next 2 to 3 years without having to buy new cameras? If so, make sure you're at least 4K 30 frames compatible.
Why would you not just do 4K now?
You can do 4K now. The problem is a lot of the kind of prosumer, lower professional gear that you would maybe include in your stream is not capable of handling 4K in a meaningful or even possible way. So for instance, the video switcher that we use, the Roland switcher that we use, it's maxed out at 1080. If you do the Blackmagic 4K version, you're looking at another $1,000 or something to get into that. And YouTube downsamples everything. It takes up a lot more bandwidth to watch 4K. It takes a lot more resources to edit 4K footage. So it's kind of just do you really want to upgrade all of this stuff? How much of an impact does it make for a viewer watching a board game or tabletop gaming crokinole stream for us to be a little bit more realistic? And in many ways, more realistic is not even what we're after. Because great films, a lot of the great films across history, there's a sense of wonderment to them because it's not just walking in and seeing somebody in your hotel room or whatever.
Like the Hobbit movies.
Like the Hobbit movies.
Look at how bad those were.
They were bad only because of that reason, I'm sure. It had nothing to do with the writing or the characters, the acting, or anything like that. So anyway, 4K 30, if you think you might want to upgrade, and I think 4K is going to get cheaper over time, obviously, because that's the way technology works. Make sure you got a clean HDMI output, so you can come out of the camera via HDMI cable without getting the little things on the back. That most of the old cameras, you can't do that. New cameras, you can. We typically go to the DSLR world because we like the look of it and the lens systems that are available for that. So these are Fujifilm X-T3s. Although Canon has options, the Canon options are not great. Sony's great, the A7 or A5 or whatever is a really good streaming camera. Does autofocus matter to you? If you're going to be moving around a lot and being crazy, autofocus can help. But then there's a tier of cameras that are basically all the same. And then past that, the important things are lighting and sound and talent.
I was going to say the on-camera talent, which we're lacking.
And the lamp.
That's the number one is talent.
And a tipping lamp.
Yeah.
The other big one is the toneless ninjas really upgraded.
The tone?
The toneless ninjas.
It's almost, the ninjas, the Ninja Vs. But I wouldn't start there.
Yeah.
If you're just getting started, keep it cheap and just make great content because there's a quality that makes you not watched, which is bad. It's had to be really bad quality. Bad audio will do it in a heartbeat. Bad footage is But once you're at a certain tier, just make good content. And then if people are responding to that, then you can invest. That's what I would do.
Yeah. I'm going to score this real quick. This is 10. This is 10.
Okay.
You score 15, you're at 20. 20 to 45.
That's 10.
Oh, I was trying to help you out, man.
Dang it, man.
15, okay. He's climbing back.
15 to 45, okay.
Let's do that 9 more times. 8 more times. Get out of here. Thunder Chicken. Just gifted myself some BulkBox for Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, fellas. Hey, thank you for the order. You're going to absolutely love them. And thank you for supporting us. Alex Becker is saying last year chat shared their favorite quotes. That was actually for our end of era stream.
Was that nice?
Which was we stopped doing multiple streams a week. That was awesome. Yeah.
That was really fun. I'd still be curious what quotes stand out for people this year.
Yeah, there's a lot less streams.
It's hard for me to even remember anything from the year.
Yeah. Well, it was especially before we closed the stream down and moved time. It's just a black box of, because it was post end of era, we were streaming less, doing less, getting ready for all the things that were coming, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
Second cycle says thanks, and way more information than I was expecting. I'm happy to help.
For sure. That clean HDMI output, make sure that's a thing.
Are you first or second this time?
I went last time, which means I should go first this time.
Get in there. Also, make sure you're all your stuff down here is not confused.
Oh, right. I do that every time. I wish there was kind of a little holder on the outside for your...
Then, yeah, Man-Bush was last year. Perhaps one of the greatest comedic moments on camera ever.
It really was.
That's not thinking before I said something. That just happened. And then it was too late. It escaped my lips.
What was that thing you just did recently where the camera cut to you and you were just staring at it?
So, like, go to the top down. All right, so I was looking at a comment on the monitor, and then he switched, and I just was looking at myself, and then I went... And John was watching, so, like, it was just a little moment that we shared and both lost it.
What do you think about that Rodrigo-Taylor Swift matchup I sent you?
That was so good. What was it called? It's like Olivia Rodrigo and Taylor Swift.
Rodrigo and Swift.
It's very well done. Oh, wait, you know what?
It's a matchup of We're Never Getting Back Together and the Get You Back. I want to get him back.
Two opposite messages, but man, they were vibing.
In fact, it's the same message because the Rodrigo song is actually about getting somebody back in the sense of revenge. I want to make him feel jealous. I want to make him feel bad.
Got him.
But then again, I really miss him, and it makes me feel sad. It's really poetry.
The human condition. Man, relationships are a devastatingly powerful thing.
Yeah. Relationship with these pucks is about to get sideways here. Thank you. Okay, give me something to hit here.
Give me something to aim at.
Oh, you just don't do it any better than that.
J.K. Lawlings. John's going to love this one. Not a quote, but one of the highlights for me this year is the return of highly produced content and the slick animations from Jonathan. Those sorcery videos are some of my favorite things we've ever done.
Is it 15 or 10? It's not going to matter, right?
Is it on the line?
What does on mean?
If it's touching the line.
Touching it?
It's touching it. Yeah, that'd be a 10. It's going to be off the board anyway, so it's fine. It's going to be off the board. Mark me. Brent asking if you saw Olivia Rodrigo's Tiny Desk concert.
I did.
I've not.
I did. I've come to really embrace popular music these days. Really. Ah, that was donkey territory.
Stays though.
Yep.
According to Ryback.
Yeah, I actually she was winning like singing, talent contests as like a 5-year-old.
Yeah, I mean that's normal, right?
Taylor wasn't doing that.
She was winning some Tennessee country contests.
Yeah, she was winning the game of spend money.
She was winning the game of just winning.
Spending money. That's bad.
That's very bad. Yeah, that was just what's there. And that was over there, so I don't even know what you were aiming at.
Oh my gosh. You can't. You got to take it back. You can't have that. That was an illegal shot.
It was not illegal. It was just very uninformed.
I'll just take 2 of mine off. I like the design that your puck is making in the logo.
Yeah, it's almost like a moon situation.
That's no moon. Okay, I'll make that up.
Andre saying, my favorite moment this year was the streams that had the firework extravaganza. Locator was banana economics this year. I don't remember, to be truthful.
It's really, I guess it turns out it's a pretty classic philosophical and mathematical problem.
Bananas?
Yeah. Like if you have 2 of something, you have 1 of something.
Oh yeah, my gosh. I forgot about that. Well played.
Yeah.
Well played.
You couldn't believe how intentional that was. I think my highlight of the year is that scene where Ana de Armas shows up in that Bond movie. Oh my gosh. I saw that for the first time this year. It's so good.
Yeah.
And she just crushes it. And that
she's gone.
whole shot, that scene is incredible. And then that's it. Just a fantastic
When did you watch
thing.
the Bond film?
I don't know.
That was the finale.
Sometime this year. Are they doing? Have they decided on a new Bond yet?
No, but they're assuredly doing it.
Is it Idris Elba?
That was a rumor, and he said that it wasn't
Really
happening. Yeah, it'd be cool though.
Ooh, wow, that's professional.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a little professional. Zach might have to take note. I'm a quick learner.
Chris, the score is 45. Me. Steven, 15.
That kind of worked. Is that out?
That's out, yeah. It's on the line.
This one's gone. It cannot stand. Oh, I've only got one left.
This aggression cannot stand. I've got one left as well, so I'll go last here.
Ooh.
Okay.
You can't hit that. You can't hit that. Wow.
All right. This is here. These cancel out. I score 25.
Okay.
So we're going up to 70.
70 to 15.
To 15 in the annual Covenant Crokinole Classic. Put it on a shirt and a pint glass.
That would be fun. So once the store is in,
Dude, host the Crokinole Classic.
host the Crokinole Classic.
The biggest problem with that is we're gonna need like 50 Crokinole boards.
No, here's what we do.
Oh, dude, wouldn't you know? It could be our sponsor.
We have wouldn't you know sponsor. They give it all for free for exposure.
Oh, clearly, yeah.
And then we actually it's just us playing on one of those elevated tables like Crossfire, the old commercial, and it's the classic. And then everybody around us is betting. So I guess that's more just like a betting house.
This is Vegas? What is happening here?
And yelling.
Yeah. Now, it could be more like there's a single Crokinole board in the center.
Yeah.
And the two people play. And then it's like at WrestleMania, last man standing.
Ooh.
So then like it's 4-player too.
Oh,
so it's like
I
the
love
winner of the
that.
4 stays, the other 3 go.
I love that.
And
it's like a Royal
and if you
Rumble.
start at the table, it's like, the Royal Rumble. You just literally have to keep winning but someone might make it 10 in a row.
But
and
you
then
stay warmed up.
Yeah, you're just all
You stay in the zone.
ready to go.
I like that.
All right, I have shot last, so I go first, according to Steven. We're going to sink it. Ah, I can feel it. I haven't. I guess I have. No, never mind.
Not naked, though. You haven't.
I did it when there were just a couple of mine out here.
Not naked. That's the shot you have to make if you're going to be good at this game.
Is it on the line?
I don't know. I mean,
It's on the line.
Micrometer out here?
Well, we can look at that. Look, it's clearly over the line.
Yeah, it is on the line.
We'll keep it. Oh, that stays. All right.
Here's a swap. Oh, that's protected now. Are you going to try it?
Hey, warning. I have one. It's over there by the logo.
You just about.
Man, almost dunkarooed you. We'll clean it up.
I think we'll just keep a safety over there.
If I were a gambling man, you just bounce off that into that and score.
You just tried that. You're better than me, and you didn't. It didn't happen.
I don't know, man.
There's nothing. It's not good. Give me something else to shoot at, would you?
Okay.
You want to try lefty?
Nah. We only do that when we have to do it.
I really want that to bounce. Maybe that's what the big spinny's for.
Get it to bounce back.
Big spinny.
Yeah, the spinny will bounce further.
Like that.
All right.
It's cleared out, boys.
It was so close, I could feel it. So this is a problem. Surely if I hit anything, it'll hit everything, right? Let's just risk it. Ah, I missed. Error.
Ooh.
You can't do it.
That's impossible.
Impossible
man.
to say, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I beg to differ. Bun?
I will let you keep trying.
No, you give me a... Well, you will let me keep trying.
Ooh. How many you got left?
One. How many you got left?
One. All right, let's see if we can get in there.
I want.
That's what I was literally thinking in my head.
Get him back.
Lefty. Yes!
Finally sunk the lefty.
He sunk it.
Feel good about that one.
But watch this.
Ooh, that left the board, so it'll go away. All right, this is on the line.
Which means it's 15, right?
No, means that they cancel out and we score 0 points and we do it again. I want to get him back.
I found that most games, 2 insufficiently skilled players can make something last forever.
And have a great time while doing it.
Can you imagine a chess game, where like everybody's bad?
I can't tell if that's true or not.
Who goes first?
Dusty Dunkaroo from the French Donc et vous. Or so we have you. A term the grand army of Napoleon would shout during battle. One of my favorite comments of the year, easily. Woo!
That makes me question alley-oop actually being accurate.
I feel like I should have spelled Dunkarous.
R-O-U-S or E-U-X.
Dunkaroo.
Oftentimes.
Oh, Lorsh.
Did you say Lorsh?
Lord and gosh.
Oh.
Classic.
Is that okay? The Old Testament give you a pass on that one?
I think my heritage earned it. All right, here we go.
Not cool with Lord, but Lorsh, acceptable. Does that count?
Yeah.
Now, why is it sometimes the line goes to the lesser, and then sometimes it counts as being in the bigger?
So that's why I said it didn't count earlier, is that the way I had historically played it, if it's not all the way inside the 15, it doesn't stay. But then they were saying earlier, if it's in this at all, it counts as staying on the board, but it still would only be worth 10 points.
No, that's the kind of rule you can't have in a game.
That's like Skytear, the worship actions being slightly different in how they function.
Yeah, it's like defining you in Marble Champions.
Well, that still hasn't been done.
You has to get fully in the middle, but you are also 10 points.
Yeah, that's right. Am I you or is the puck you?
Did you see that FAQ entry for you in our Discord? It's a good giggle.
For champions?
Yeah.
No, I checked out of the you conversation
Check
several
this out.
years
I'll show
ago.
it to you right here.
Dude, still spinning.
Some say.
Man, I don't know if I'm ready for this.
No, it's funnier than you think.
All right.
You don't even have to.
Though, right?
It's real. You don't even have to.
You refers to whatever you want.
Check out the bot printing out what you means on the very bottom there, and just scroll down.
Or his own card abilities, if the word you
don't read it, just keep scrolling.
Oh my. Hold on.
My lord.
Can you give me the top down? Oh my lord. All right. This is the definition of you in Marble Champions. Still going. Still going. Wow. Still going.
Isn't that amazing?
I'm going to need a printout.
Isn't that amazing?
Lordy.
I love it.
That is perfect. At least I know I'm not crazy. I remember being confused and people were like, no, it makes sense. This, that, and the other. It's like, I don't know. Ooh. You almost dunked mine. Let's go around the outside.
Nice move. Nice move. Now we're going to just get you right out of that, and we're going to dunk ourselves in the middle.
Nice shot.
I thought, it had the right idea, didn't it?
It did.
It was gentle.
Now let's see what you do.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to go downtown, don't we? Do you close an eye?
I don't, personally.
You don't?
But I think I'm like very one-eye dominant, so it doesn't mess me up.
Just isn't working anyway.
It works. It definitely works. It's just like, I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't help me that much to close an eye.
Okay, got it. I guess that explains it. That's in. There you go.
This is how you know you have two great players. When you have like a bunch of discs around the outside.
It's got a little maple leaf on top, or is that just a...
I think that's just a printing thing. / staining thing. It's on the line. How am I supposed to win if you never move your back row?
I think I just have to jet across the middle.
Yeah, let's go. I'll give you an easier target. Or not. I'll just
Well,
go.
you kind of have to, right? You gotta hit.
I could go off.
You gotta hit one of mine.
Not an easier target at all.
Actually, I think if I can peel it through...
There's angles they can get through there. That was not it, but they exist.
What's up, Kai Jacobson? What do you think happened to David Whitfield? Do you think he's still out there?
He is.
Is he?
I don't know for sure, but I have a feeling.
I miss him. He used to pop up on stream all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure if we went back and watched any of those early streams, that we'd be mentioning names that we saw a lot that have fallen off just going back to real life.
Boy, we are just...
Some hot crokinole.
Watch out. Call your family. It'll get there.
It was not going nowhere. Come on. All right. This is a mistake, but here we are.
Are you going to hit your own?
Maybe.
Yes.
Nailed it.
See, I'm at least going to play conservative here and just thread it through the...
Ooh. He was so close.
Is that your last one?
No, I have one more. These are tough shots to be hitting, especially with a table like this.
Well, at least I didn't hit my own, right? What's your move here?
I'm trying to hit here,
Yeah,
but it's really hard.
I've been there.
Because of this table.
Table.
All right, so these cancel.
5?
Boom!
Oh
Dude,
my gosh, dude.
you just scored 33% of your score. You're at 20. Some say they're still playing crokinole.
This is crazy.
I have a feeling that one of us is going to win in the next 2 rounds. I went last there, so I go first here.
What's up, Chris Gilbert saying cracked open the second bottle of wine. Well, I didn't know there was the first already. What kind of wine you drinking? You know, I figured out it's called Pinot Noir. Not Noir.
I thought it was Pinot Noir.
Like, you know, film noir, but it's Pinot Noir. It's probably film noir as well.
I would venture
the
to say.
American mouth just can't do the sound.
Nor the American brain.
Okay. All right. Hot start. Just wanted to send it around the infield there a little bit.
Wish I had a zoom in on your face in that moment. Huh.
It's the pegs. They keep getting in the way.
Can't see him like behind this
I had
board.
no idea what you were even trying to do.
Just trying to just go over here.
Why do you do that?
You know what? Let's just risk it.
I understand that Happy Gilmore scene more than ever.
Are you too good for your home, Mo?
One of my favorite movies. Okay, I can hit that one.
Happy Gilmore's one of your favorite movies?
Yep.
Yeah, it's great.
Huh.
That's advances nothing.
That's where we get to play it where it lies.
Uh-huh.
McGillicuddy style.
Scooter McGavin. McGillicuddy. That's a spoils card, actually.
I know.
Australian Shiraz.
Let's just keep trying.
I think I heard that Shiraz wine was similar to a Burgundy, so a Côte d'Aron style wine. Is that true? It definitely sounds fancy.
I feel like it's raining red on this table.
Yep. Not for long. What happens if you hit one of yours?
As long as I hit one of yours, I'm fine. Otherwise, it's very bad.
Not convenient.
Like, if you hit this one, you're fine, because it'll hit mine. Unquestionably.
Where's the red now?
About to be in the middle.
Wow, good shot.
Beautiful. Beautiful shot.
Get my bench press on. When my ship comes
John.
in.
Good one.
Sometimes the shots are good.
Hey,
Now this is crokinole.
something's starting to happen.
They gone, man.
Love it.
No way, nowhere. Okay.
That was my last. All right. These cancel. These cancel. These cancel. 15. 85.
Oof.
85 to 20. Let's play this.
What is Tesco? Is Tesco the European or the British Aldi or Costco? Or is Tesco the chicken shop? What is that? What is that called?
I thought
Roscoe's?
No, the one in the UK that everybody talks about.
Oh, Nando's.
Nando's.
dude, have you had Nando's?
No.
Nando's is so good. They have it in the United States too.
Really?
Went to Baltimore, they had a Nando's right by
I
our
wouldn't
hotel.
go in the States.
It's so good. They had it in New York too. Nando's chicken. Nando's is so good. You would love Nando's.
Dusty Poster continues to drop knowledge. Southern Côte d'Aron Reds are Grenache, Syrah, Mouvet. Northern Rhones are just Syrah. So yeah, that checks out. See, Syrah and Shiraz, are they the same thing? Or are they different? Is it just an American Englishization versus a Frenchization?
No way. I have no idea. Wade, we're playing crokinole.
Is this, am I going?
You shot last there, right?
Yes.
You first.
Okay.
Last is first. First is last.
And the first shall be last. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, something biblical in there.
Ooh.
He could feel it.
Does a front flip give you extra points?
No. But it should. I'm going right in, dude.
Get it. What could go wrong? Nice.
Oh, and I'm protecting myself. Look at that. You can't get in there. You can't do it. No! No, that's just net negative for me. That's fine.
I don't know how I did that. That was a miracle.
Keep it up.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, dude. This is the time I win.
Where's Rachel?
You know, he doesn't say where is she
What does he
in
say?
the movie.
What does he say?
He never says it. I just saw a thing on that the other day.
I can't pull it.
We all say, where is she? But he never says it. Just goes to show you how gossip starts.
It's just the game of telephone.
See, now you said I could go over that middle.
You can, just not like that. It's also like...
What did I do wrong? Did I point it downward too much?
I don't know what you did. I wasn't looking. I just saw it flying at my face. It's also like Vader doesn't say, Luke, I'm your father.
What does he say?
He says, Luke, search your feelings. You know it to be true. I am your father, kind of. It's separated.
That's pretty crazy.
He doesn't... I think it's Tommy Boy. One of the Chris Farley movies, he's talking to the fan. And he goes, Luke, I am your father. But it never actually happens. Not like... I mean, he says those words, just not together. Doing the one-eye Willie. Didn't help.
All right, let's try to get across this. I'm going to float across there. See? Worked just fine that time. Now, how do you figure that? Tell me the physics of that equation.
Sometimes it just happens. Tell me the physics of that.
You're off, and I advanced both of my pucks. Wait, hold on. We got a hair on the field.
Can't let that get in the way.
Now, come on.
Can't stop, won't stop.
And you got 30 sitting up there. Okay. This is an emergency.
How many discs do you have left?
None. Is it 2?
Yeah, I have 2 as well, so I'll go last. You got some work to do. It's a good start.
Yep. Now, did we decide this goes down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this down. So that's a very good shot. It's extremely good.
Thank you.
Extremely good.
So just currently, those would cancel. That would go away, and you would have 5 to my 30. So your game is over if something doesn't change on this board
So
state.
I'm going to hit this, and it's going to send this into that and hit you out.
That would be very good.
And then it's going to bounce here. It's going to send that out.
Beautiful.
And then it's going to hit the donkey.
Pin the puck on the donkey. Big if true.
You do that with the pull cue where you put it where you get your angles? Never done that? You're not much of a pool guy, right?
I like pool. Charlie had one in his game room. He had lots of pool. All right, so you're not losing currently.
Thanks. You're my hype man now? Or?
You're ahead right now. You would score points.
I would score points.
Yeah.
It's going to stay that way.
If the board stays exactly as
it will stay that way, or you're going to knock some of yours off.
Let's see. Ooh, board stays that way. All right.
Well,
these go away.
well.
This goes down one. These cancel out. Steven scored 5 points. 5 at a time, I always say.
After big 2-5, man. That's a force away there.
Just think, we play
it's
for
a game of endurance, man. Like a marathon.
We play for 3 more hours. You will get there.
Hand's gonna start cramping.
Oh my goodness.
This one may be the end.
Still early. A lot of pucks left.
Yeah.
Well.
First shall be last. I'm not looking to get political here, or religious or anything like that, but it's a religion where you're supposed to give away everything you have and take care of the unfortunate, right?
That's debatable.
No, it isn't.
It's a religion where you're supposed to treat others as you would want to be treated.
Okay.
In that specific ask, you're referencing from Jesus.
The big J?
The big J. He's talking to someone who loves his wealth.
Yeah.
And so for that person, there's a lot of conversation. That's
but
why
I can be rich if I don't love it.
Like people always say that money's the root of all evil.
It's the love of money.
The love of money is the root of all evil.
I don't love money. I love objects.
Evil thing. That's the problem.
Yeah. No, it's not the problem.
False,
They're great.
False
have you
idols
seen
and
things
stuff.
before?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to follow that religion, yeah.
Swimming pools, crokinole boards.
But anyways, I think the thesis is treat other people how you want to be treated. That almost worked.
Almost worked. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The title of your book. It almost worked.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, didn't OJ put out a book that was like How I Got Away with Murder or something like that crazy? Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I'm destitute now.
I got 40 over here.
Why don't you think about how you would want to be treated in this? You'd want to win, wouldn't you?
Well, I would at least want to think I could win for a while.
Must not be a religious man.
Yeah, well, I never claimed it.
It's deceptive because you got 40 points floating currently.
Yeah, it is deceptive.
And you're still winning on the board, which is it's hard to believe, really.
Yeah, the math is bad.
Hard to believe.
Hey, that was a great shot. Thomas is proud of how long you've made this game last.
Thank you.
I edited his comment.
Put up a
for everyone's sake.
Okay.
Doesn't count.
That's okay. I didn't try that.
J.K. Rowling's making a good point, which is
Jesus was a carpenter, so could make pretty sweet crokinole boards.
Perhaps he did.
And yeah, I guess we don't know. Ages of like 0 to 30 are pretty suspect.
I can believe that. Eastern philosophy.
Of course you can.
All right. So right now, cancel. I have 5 points on the table and 40 on the side.
That's 45 points.
It would be enough to seal it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna need.
How many discs do you have?
I'm gonna need knock you off the board and double donkey.
Do you have one?
I've got 2.
Oh, I have 2 as well. Okay. You got it. I believe. So we want to just gently get it so I hit yours off, but don't knock mine off. Just like that. Just like we drew it up.
Yeah, you weren't even done talking by the time it was working. I don't know. Oh! That was close. Huh.
All right. So we want to bounce this out and score in the middle.
There's no way I can come back here. So this one's for all the tuna. I'm just gonna try to finish it off with a donkey, and we missed.
All right, these cancel. These cancel. 40, 50, 60, going to 145, and sealing the deal. That happens all the time in Crokinole, where you go back and forth, it'll be close, close. Yeah, well, I guess. And then all of a sudden, someone scores like more points. So I scored 35, 10, 25, 15, and then however many that was.
Tell
60.
me more about all the times you scored points.
Talking about the volume of points.
Yeah, put the pucks in the trough, and then I'm just gonna evacuate the board.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go put my Invisalign in on stream for one last time.
You're not gonna eat anything else?
I don't think so.
Drink anything else?
It's been too long.
You don't want your Hawaiian pizza seltzer? It's really not good. Well, it's good if that's what you're looking for.
It's like that.
It's just not
chili dog pizza.
Chili dog pizza.
Where it was tasted exactly like a chili dog, and that's what made it bad.
Yeah, too much.
It was like they were too accurate in their representation.
Because nobody wanted a chili dog.
No.
Why did we dress the exact same?
We gotta start writing each other about
This is crazy, man.
I can't. This is all I have on. I can't take off my top.
Even just the green. Even just the green.
Yeah, the green is a surprise. Yeah, that's
I like
problematic.
that. I think I could be a scarf guy also. I think like a nice.
Like around the whole thing, like a desert nomad.
No, just standard.
Right there. You could do a scarf.
I think I was talking to Shannon about this. I think I'm gonna do. I think my style is going to be traditional Scottish huntsman.
You need to get a McFarlane plaid scarf.
Yeah. But if I do that, the problem is there's a lot of textures, which is great until it's summer.
Mm-hmm.
What does a Scotsman wear in the summer?
The Scots don't have summer.
It's just nothing, right? Kilt and.
No, one of my favorite stories. I had a friend I made whenever I was down in the islands, and he was Scottish. He was in Haiti with me, and after the first day, he's like, "I didn't know what sweat was. Like literally, was upset about how much his body was sweating because it had never done so before.
Huh?
Because Scotland's just like
Well, I could get behind that too.
not sweating.
Yeah, just living there.
Yeah.
Move to Shetland. Talk to GI.
Hey, we can
Whatever his
actually
name
adjust
is.
this now.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't know how that got all.
Have you watched Shetland yet? This series?
No, I haven't. I probably should by now.
It might be too good for your taste. It's not quite weird enough.
You know we wore the same color shirt, Zach?
Same what?
Color shirt. Look at this.
Pretty similar.
You guys are twins.
Problematic.
Looking
I had to
pretty
take my hat
similar.
off.
You don't got questions about block boxes or
There's
sorcery? Or...
there's a round of news in the.
Oh, let's do some news.
You wanna do news?
Let's run the news.
If you want to pull stuff up on your computer, you can, but it's only the 2 auction cards.
I don't. It's almost dead anyway.
Okay.
Live.
Hit me with the news. We need like a covenant news
All right.
itinerary.
Intro. We launched the BulkBox.
We launched the bulk boxes.
The BulkBox. It's
Hold
like
on,
the
let's get
Facebook.
one. In case anybody didn't know, we partnered with Ricky in the UK, who is a tabletop gamer who was tired of inadequate card storage solutions that made him feel like he was putting his cards in something that was not befitting the hobby.
And they didn't fit on his shelves.
Didn't fit on the
and
shelf.
they didn't look great.
Bleached white cardboard, etc. This is us. We partnered with Ricky at BulkBox here. We got a little logo on there. Most of the sides are blank, so you can store them however you want. The boxes are square, so they fit perfectly in a calyx shelf. 3 to a shelf. Double walled all around. Smooth cardboard. Craft finish. Better for the environment. Sustainable production. Eco-friendly. Although I'm sure we need to talk to Andrew because he went so deep into the eco-friendly stuff. He could probably tell us exactly how eco-friendly they really are.
I think he'll be impressed.
And then, you gotta look at that box.
Andrew T. Harrison just put in my
Hey,
BulkBox order.
Man, Andrew's been around since the Montauk days. You remember that?
That's the Andrew Harrison?
Andrew Harrison, Martian Menace himself.
I saw Terrence in the chat earlier, too.
Mm-hmm. Now, whoever put this together is showing you how to do this poorly.
That's the Zach one.
No, this is the Zach one.
Like, who did this? This is the kind of thing that I could not stand. Yeah, Zach's looks way better.
The one thing I didn't do is I think I might have put the rough side down instead of the smooth side down on this. There's a rough side, it's like a tentacle.
You did.
Yeah. So the whole thing's backwards.
Wow.
That's how we know.
So now we know you can put it together backwards too, and it still works.
It does. It's
wrong.
still a box that you can store things in.
Anyway, they don't bow in the middle. They're super structurally sound. They're double walled. They feel better. They look better. They're more befitting.
Cindy, can you tip it up to show the inside?
Yeah, let me get a good one.
Here, we'll do this one. You want to go top down?
Yep.
Do you have one with stuff in it somewhere?
We're going to have one with stuff in it in a little bit.
You want to put something in there?
You know what? Let's put some stuff in it. Look at this. This.
What else
I've
you
been
got?
storing my Nightmare Before Christmas cards
There you go.
for a while.
Wow. I think you got a lot of cred by doing that because most of us are in this exact situation.
So, like as an example, I have these boxes that we opened.
Put a deck box in there like that. Not before Christmas deck boxes.
Then this was our Christmas. No, is this Christmas Town? No, it's the other box. I've been waiting to do this for a long time.
Look, you got random what? Keyforge something in there.
Yeah, a little tuck box.
What is that? It's got a Sauron on it. Saurian.
I pictured
Can
Sauron
you
from
do
Lord of the
this?
Rings. I don't know about that. You can take those cards out and put them in there, though. I guess
Closed, but you can do it
you can do it.
if you need to.
And then for future streams and years, I have 4 more boxes of Nightmare Before Christmas, just in case we ever get frisky.
Doesn't fit booster boxes very well.
All right, noted.
Here's our dividers. Let's put these bad boys in here. Comes free with 12 dividers. Yeah, because there's cardboard that's going to be wasted during the production of the bulk boxes. Why not take it and make dividers out of it?
Here's the Christmas Town stuff. So I need to get these in there. Let's do a new row.
See, now this is organization, man. All right, now have we tested 3,800 cards?
So it says 3,800 on the side. Ricky claims they fit 3,800. I have not specifically taken 3,800. Technically, it's more than 3,800, but that's
that high anymore.
the safe. You'll notice on like BCW, the standard white boxes, they'll have a number, which is oftentimes the like trading card number, like the baseball card number.
Those
but then
thicker.
Then it'll say like collectible cards, which are oftentimes thinner. It can fit more. So
I like that every side of it is smooth.
yeah, and then
You always
these,
hated those white boxes, because at the bottom it's like.
yeah. Well, and even on the sides and on the lid, it's rough.
Mm-hmm.
I've cut myself on those, and that's not fun.
When you said that in the video, I kind of like giggled.
That you cut yourself?
Well, not that you injured yourself. That's not funny. But it's not something I had ever considered. That's actually a problem people would have, is cutting themselves on a cardboard box like that.
Well, it never happens once, and you'll consider it for the rest of your life. Trust
What's up,
me.
Andre Rodriguez? Hey, good to see you. Good to see your name in the chat. Happy holidays to you as well.
Moving on down the list, so we can get the news covered and get to Nightmare.
Yeah.
alphaclash announced their draft box.
Let's talk about
set.
those draft boxes, yeah?
It's two things. They look great, first off. Second, very interesting approach. They printed set 1, sold out distribution. Set 2 just came out recently.
Flash grounds, yeah.
And their reprint plans are basically they're going to release 2 normal sets. So set 1, set 2. Then they're going to release a draft set, which combines previous cards. So in this case, we have set 1 and set 2. Includes alt art cards.
Yeah, it's like 20 to 40 alt arts. I can't remember.
There's like different contender treatments, and then I'm trying
Monochrome.
and then there's also just alt arts of previous cards, but they're essentially reprinting cards that are good to have around and available, especially for a new player. It's the collation of them is designed specifically for drafting to make that experience good.
Yeah.
And if you're a new player, it's great because if you're just now getting in as an example and this thing's out, it's like instead of having to hunt down multiple past sets, whatever the newest draft set is probably the perfect, because I assume, and I don't know that they've officially said this, but my assumption is that they'll do set 3 and 4 that are the new sets, and then they'll put out another draft set that'll include cards from the first 4 sets.
Right on.
So then you get this really unique drafting experience every time because you've never had these combinations of cards.
True.
Without it having to just be, Fab runs into this where to design a set that introduces new cards you want to play in Constructed and is a good drafting experience is like very difficult to balance.
It's very hard for them in particular.
Yeah, and
that's
then,
a uniquely hard situation.
Then you also have the ongoing, how do you keep cards in print? Because Fab, one of the best things I love most about it is there's not a rotation, so they have to keep all the cards available. And sometimes they print old cards in new sets, but it's a very clever. We'll see. I'm curious how people react to it and feel, but the draft boxes are available as a subscription and a and a pre-order, which is the first time we're doing that. Just testing. Basically, if people have a hesitation with sign up for a subscription for a thing, each box comes with an alt art exclusive promo that is absolutely stunning. I think Wade King did the one for that one. I get mixed up between seeing various promos that are coming down.
He did a great job.
And it features death, which I love, which I'll just keep saying and being comfortable with it. Trying to get a playmat in there.
Standard playmat ain't gonna fit.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, you're not really bulk storing your playmats in boxes, but I was kind of curious. What else could we fit in there? How about this dice cube? Oh, yeah. That fits in there real nice. Hey, can you hand me that box of stuff with stuff in it?
This?
Yeah. Does that fit in there?
It's not going to fit in there. I mean, it fit in that way, but it's not going to fit. This does fit the, Ultra Pro little deck boxes, John had those.
Boom.
In there.
What are you talking about?
Done.
It fits?
I mean, yeah, technically.
It's a box,
It does. You can make that work.
Anything you want in there.
Anything else on the draft boxes for Alpha?
No, I think it's a really cool system. We got a subscription pre-order, like you said. And pre-order, right? Subscription and pre-order, the same idea. So if what we're really curious about is, are there people who just don't sign up for subscriptions, but they want the product, but you see subscription and you say, I'm out. I'm not doing it. I don't need another Paramount Plus, Peacock, Disney Plus, HBO Max, now Max.
The idea of subscription is that if you play a game like this, you want to keep getting it. Like, it started with LCGs.
Right.
It's like, well, if you play this LCG, you probably want every pack. But I think with people new to us or new to the service, asking for a commitment as the first step to give us your, and so many subscriptions don't let you cancel easily, and it's just a whole ordeal.
We got to message all of that.
Yeah, but we'll see.
We'll see
how it's a grand test.
How the cookie crumbles. Testing.
Arkham, spoilers for Hemlock Vale continue. That's actually coming out in January. So
the parlay action is top notch, and that new necklace is crazy. Hold on, check this out. Listen to this. My phone's
John might pop it on screen, man.
Where's he got Discord? Where's the Discord? Hold on, let me get my computer.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lorsh.
Oh Lorsh.
Okay, check this out.
Larry, you did miss Crokinole.
Larry was gone this whole time? What was he doing? He's supposed to be working.
I don't think it was that Larry. This is a different Larry.
Addish Guy, any chance you could, this is on Ask Covenant, any chance you could win one of those new bulk boxes filled with cards? I have a Calyx shelf. I've been getting this to stack in there. The website says the shelves are rated for 29 pounds each, so I don't know if we could actually fill up 3 boxes, all filled with cards. That would depend on weight. Got to be able to do that, right?
Well, I mean, how much does a magic card weigh? Do we know that? That's got to be a Googleable. John's on it. I can hear him.
Nobody's ever done this. 1 to 2 grams.
All right. What? How much?
Okay.
How much is 38 grams?
3,800 grams to pounds. 8.3 pounds.
24 pounds. Even if we have a couple courtesy pounds.
24. It would say 25 pounds. What's your max? 29 pounds. It's in.
Yeah, you have to have the weight of the box too,
25
though.
pounds, 29 pounds. The boxes weigh what? With the shipping box is like a little under 5 pounds.
So
I mean,
you're
right there.
It's probably 3 or 4 pounds. Yeah,
You're in.
It's probably right on the money.
You're in. And they're probably being conservative on the IKEA side. It's like the low gas light. Let me read this to you. Tell me if this makes sense. It's a necklace. Costs 2.
Okay.
After a skill test ends in which one or more curse or tentacle tokens were revealed, exhaust token of faith. Add that many blessed tokens to the chaos bag. So if you reveal like 5 curse tokens, you suddenly get 5 blessed tokens.
Can you only have 5 blessed tokens in there?
I don't know if they ever did. They make that a thing? I think they did make that a max. If this skill test failed, After resolving all effects from that failed test, you can attempt the test again.
A mulligan?
A freaking mulligan, but you inject bless tokens.
Well, and sometimes you want to fail tests.
Speak for yourself, man.
Well, you want to fail tests that you can pass.
Yes.
Ultimately.
Yes.
Because things trigger that are good for you sometimes.
You were right, especially because it's out of rogue. That's what
I mean,
rogue needs to do.
I've played that game before.
So, I mean, really, the thesis of this is FFG taking a little hiatus with Marvel Champions and Arkham Horror. They've kind of reshuffled some things. Maybe they're getting ready for Unlimited, reassigning some designers, but they've been a little slower.
We also know that MJ, who's used to be the primary in Arkham, has pivoted to something else.
Yeah.
And there are new people being introduced to the Champions team. I was talking to people on our Discord about that the other day. So it almost seems like they brought new people on in this past year. We saw a little bit of a slowdown, and then now they're back at it.
Yeah.
So I'm curious what the pacing will be now. And of course, they talk about Star Wars Unlimited being 7-8 sets ahead on design or whatever. So it could be that they kind of had this thing that had to get done. They were introducing new people to the team, and now engines are firing. But once they switch to the new format of releasing, it has been notably slower on cards coming out. But the next player expansion is coming out in January. We just got that news. So
that's good news.
Let's see. Yep, January 26th.
So we're charging for that imminently, right?
It'll probably be sometime in January. Yeah. Ashes playmat pre-orders. You were showing that beautiful playmat. If you haven't seen those yet, pre-orders will be available through February 7th. 7 different mats, 1 for each School of Magic. Even if you don't play Ashes, some of the best art. Looks amazing. Love that one.
We need to do that tournament still too. The 7
Yeah,
decks.
I think that's going to be a January thing.
January,
Got
maybe
a
the end of
feeling.
February. Maybe we'll do it kind of at the end of the pre-orders to get that last push.
There it is. Marketing. Wave and playmats.
They're great, man.
Yeah.
And that's what. And people were talking about the stitch edges, but then somebody in the Discord shared a stitched edge mat that had totally frayed and blown out on the side too. So I think it's kind of a scam, man. I don't know that the stitch edges actually do anything.
It's a very very few people are in the middle on it. Like personally, I do not like stitch edges for playmats.
Yeah.
But people that like stitch edges really like stitched edges.
I feel like it depends on how sharp the cut is too. If you've got a really sharp cut on a mat, then I think it'd be better.
I've owned so many playmats, and I've never had one not stitched fray.
Yeah.
So I don't know where people are getting playmats that fray, but maybe I'm just in a weird land. Maybe Magic playmats have some sort of material at scale that's mass produced or something. Have you had experience with that? What up, Wade?
You remember that old joke where a piece of string walks into a bar? Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Do you remember the punchline of that?
Oh, it's one of those long jokes. It's just bad.
Essentially, it's just like, hey, are you a piece of string? And he goes, I'm afraid not. Like afraid not. You get it? Like the string tied into a
I do get it.
something. Maybe you could run a lighter across here, and then that would tighten it up.
That makes sense for Ashes, little char.
Do not recommend.
Wade saying I got to go look these boxes up on your site. Also, our friend Chaos Theory putting on or out Blight of Neverset preview gameplay videos.
Yeah, watch that Chaos Day. Weekly videos were promised. Weekly gameplay videos.
Man.
He's going to do that all through 2024.
Oh,
He said if he doesn't, he's going to come fly to Tulsa and take us out to dinner.
I don't believe anything you just said.
Yeah, he said all of that in a private message that I cannot verify.
That you can't verify or share for
He's
privacy
going to take us
reasons.
out to Hemingway. Have you been to Hemingway yet?
I haven't, but I want to.
I don't know. I just don't know how these places get away with charging so much for a piece of meat.
Well,
It's the easiest thing to cook.
It's not about the meat.
It's not like a risotto. It's not, it's the easiest thing to cook.
Has nothing to do with that. The meat's got to be good. But that's like saying, when you order something online, they've got to deliver it to you.
Yeah, it's the easiest part of the equation.
Yeah. But like if it's your 20th wedding anniversary and you want to go somewhere nice to be fancy, you could cook steak at home, and some people will elect for that. But also some people just want to go somewhere fancy.
I'm just saying, if you're going somewhere fancy, why not get equally fancy food,
What's a fancy
Why did the
food?
steakhouse become the high-end option, I guess is my question. Why not the, super complex noodle shop?
Well, to be fair, we went to Nola's the other day, and I got that Oscar filet.
Yeah.
I can't make that at home. That thing slapped.
That was good. I tried yours. It was very good.
Unreal. Anyways, moving on. Flesh and Blood, the TCG. Kasai of the Golden Sand, the About page up. Did you see the new Kasai stuff? We never really got to talk about that. You were a Kasai guy.
Makes mercenary tokens, mercenary swing. They really decided that they had to enlarge the, let me put on my glasses here, my designer glasses. The design space, the word that Robert hates, by adding a bunch of tokens. And I think they're right. Because there's only so many ways you can tweak a number on a four power attack.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen this with Illusionist and their auras, and Dromai and the Dragon specifically. And these are like tokens that get generated for doing certain things.
And I think it's great. I think it looks awesome.
Yeah, and the character looks awesome.
Yeah.
And she's a fan favorite. So she rotated out of Blitz. The OG version.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Once Oldhim was gone, I think she would be extremely good. Didn't he move out of Blitz?
Yeah, I think he's out of Blitz at this point.
So good, man.
So they updated Living Legend where they check every Monday, I think now. And then it applies for the next weekend.
Wow.
So lots of heroes have been rotating out of both formats. Specifically Blitz, though. Because Blitz, you only have to get to 500 for those to go away.
Because they just have everything.
Yeah, that's how Blitz works.
I like that Fab is just doing their thing. They have like a little ecosystem. They're just like crushing it.
Just cooking, man.
People who love it, love it.
Just cooking. But yeah, it's exciting to me because you have tournaments happening that are very clearly the like when Icelander went away for Constructed that weekend. There's 2 in the top 4 of an event. It's like, and everyone's watching, and it just adds to that. Yeah. And it like immediately makes an impact. Like next weekend, you have to play a different deck if this person wins.
Yeah, it's cool.
So,
it's a living card game, some would say.
Yeah. Living, yeah.
I can't see the chat either, so pull up anything that's worth having.
Gotcha.
What else? There's something that just happened.
When's their next set?
February.
Nice. So they got a ways yet.
Yeah.
And that's the arena set.
Yeah.
Heavy hitters.
Guardian, Brute, and Warrior.
We recorded a bit of video for a promotion for that set, and I can't wait for people to see.
We will say no more. All right, Earthborne.
That game is so good.
I love seeing all, like we caught up last week to all the pre-orders, and now it's just in stock.
So it's in stock.
If you ordered it right now, we would ship it within the next business day.
And the velocity that it's moving means it will not be there for all that much longer.
Yeah, I
hashtag real.
Hope that's true. But seeing the comments come in about people experiencing it for the first time over and over, like you just and people avoid spoilers because it's a cooperative kind of storytelling thing. So they're really getting this like fresh first thing happening has been amazing.
And even I've seen on Twitter, I see people say, "Oh my gosh, it's amazing."
Yeah, super good. Anyways, we're working on how to play video.
Yep,
that's another. Someone was talking earlier about our produced videos, so we're going to be producing
We're going to produce that bad boy.
Next up, Sorcery.
Sorcery beta in stock, MSRP. We took it out for a second because we actually had the velocity, as we've been saying that word a lot this stream, was too high. So we wanted to make sure that we could still ship on a everyday within 24-hour business day basis. Well, we'll keep doing that.
We kind of between that and then Earthborne, it kind of showed up in the middle of it.
It compounded.
It's a lot, and we were trying to get all the Earthborne stuff out by last Wednesday. To try to make sure everyone that pre-ordered it got it prior to Christmas. But fortunately, as we were fulfilling Earthborne pre-orders, more of them kept coming in.
Yeah.
And then at some point, I was like, we got to get these out.
And it's a weird thing because you can't really just like be like, I'm going to hire 3 people because suddenly there's a lot of orders to fulfill, because it's not always like that. It's not, the industry doesn't really work that way. So it's like, what do you do? I mean, you want to make good on the promises that you made, which is we want to do a great job day by day. And if that means we lose some instant money or whatever it is, then that's fine. Rather shut it down than take more orders than we can fulfill and then have a backlog to work through and all that.
Yeah, or you take the orders and you have to like message people and say, hey, these aren't shipping within a day like the site said they would. So like, or like with Earthborne, we originally said shipping by December. And then we updated to say shipping by December 13th, I think was the thing. In honor of Taylor Swift and her birthday, of course. And then
huge fan of Earthborne.
Yeah. Dude, can you imagine
private jet?
If I like just saw her post on like whatever platform that she was playing Earthborne?
We would have to batten down the hatchet. We would hire 20 to 50 people.
We'd be sold out in 6 seconds. It's like the Travis Kelce jerseys.
Andrew would need to
print
seen that? A bajillion copies.
The number of jerseys he has sold this year is insane. It is insane.
I don't get that. I don't understand liking another person so much.
Well, it's Taylor Swift?
Anybody.
Yeah.
I just don't understand liking somebody in a way that I want to model any part of my life after them. Like maybe
I don't know if that's true.
Maybe like my dad teaches me about a thing, and then I'm like, I'll listen to records. But I'm not gonna wear his jersey because of the football player he's dating.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for me, like as a kid, I very much idolized Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
and so I wanted to wear his jersey.
Yeah,
I wanted to play basketball.
Did you have that, Jonathan? No, dude, we were underground, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
We chart our own path.
Even that's just, maybe it's just how I am. I was gonna say because then you have like all the way through the wrestlers. You have Steve Jobs. You've got like just various people you get really hyper focused on.
You're wearing the Steve Jobs jersey right now.
I don't have any turtlenecks. I do have turtlenecks actually.
You told me you like me, but you haven't worn any of my clothes. So I'm beginning to think that was a lie.
What is it? Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
That's it. Can you look at TCGPlayer and see what the Sorcery beta boxes are? Just out of
I'm just pulling that up. Chris asking, when's our next stream going to be?
What's up, Chris? Yeah, so we're gone for a few weeks. I don't know.
Well, the next 2 Mondays are Christmas and New Year's.
It depends on if you guys want to push the buttons before I get back or not. That's a decision.
I assume we will.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Mid-January?
Mid-January.
Yeah, we'll do it live. Cases at $11.79. What are people doing, man? Listen up. Sorcery beta, $150.
The lowest.
We're selling it for $150 on our website.
$199 is the low on TCG.
That's where it's always been.
Yeah.
There's people on TCG are paying $199 for a box.
Yeah.
Actually, they paid more than that. Look at your sales history.
That's like the highest paid
sales. View more data there. No one's willing to pay $200.
No, and the 2 is the break point.
It's just like
But also, we're talking about like today. It's been 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 11 boxes.
How many people?
7.
7 people have been taken for a ride.
That's not. Someone made a good point the other day. We have a 30-day, 24 item cap.
Yeah.
So technically, if someone really wanted to buy a lot of sorcerers, some people do.
But those sales aren't for 24 boxes.
Sure.
For 1 box.
But if you want more,
and there's a contingent of people that hate us, and maybe it's those people.
Yeah.
That could be the explanation
and
as well.
I think TCGPlayer is just for TCGs are very much an industry standard. So like, I when I'm looking for singles of a game, a lot of times I'm not price checking.
Yeah, fair, totally fair.
And they have credit systems and like discount tiers and all kinds of different stuff. So it's not perfectly clean data.
But we have Nightmare Before Christmas CCG on stream.
How do you beat it?
How do you beat it?
The value add is nuts.
Anyway, if you want to play Sorcery, you can do it for a very reasonable price, $150 a box. There's a 36-pack boxes, so they're different from the 24 packs that we're used to from Flesh and Blood, etc. So the price is pretty spot on. And the precons, if nothing else, I should say, are good to go. And I think we should go to SorceryCon and film.
Wade making very good points here.
Taylor Swift, Jones or King?
Jones. It's a brand. If you understand wearing TC shirts, you can understand wearing a Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce jersey.
No, man. No.
It's very similar.
No, because the Kelce thing is like, it's even adjacent.
Well, it's because that's how she's dressed. Like, she'll wear his jersey. And then it's, they want to have that style and they do the hair or like, it's just like the Rachel haircut in the 90s. Like,
but she wears that jersey because she's dating him. So why don't you just wear the jersey of the football player you're dating?
Well, because most of people probably don't have a football player to date.
There's the problem.
Because once you get out of high school, turns out not a lot of, especially once you get out of college, not a lot of football players floating around.
Yeah. It's a real tragedy.
Yeah, I mean, the world needs more football players. There's tons of football players.
There's a shortage. Taylor Swift has brought it to our attention.
Yeah. Anyways, it's just a wild culture.
Anyway, I would never do that.
Let's go back
to the people like it.
All right, that's all good. Nothing for champions, and that's it. That's the news.
All right, 9 Day Before Christmas. How do we do this? What do you want to do? How do you want to do this?
Well, let me get the cards out.
Have a holly jolly.
So I say this every year, and then I never do it because it's in this giant ugly box. So next year maybe I'll finally deliver on it. So
you're gonna play the same decks as always?
I have the same decks.
I always destroy you.
I know, but one day I'm playing these villains that always lose, so it feels right.
Okay.
Like,
I'll keep beating you.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't know. You have these unsleeved cards. I don't understand why. But you have that deck, and you have that really high point Jack Skellington that you play. And you just really roasted me last year.
What if I just start wearing a Travis Kelce jersey?
That'd be great. It'd be really funny given your commentary here. Yeah, just make sure.
There's got to be a funny way to do that.
Just wear it.
Kelce. Kelso was in the 70s show?
Yeah.
Which one was he?
Don't remember.
He's the one that. He's the one that.
Ashton?
Kosher, yeah.
That's Ashton?
Yeah. Right?
7 novels. Steven, Grumbles and Earth Tones.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm that kind of person.
Do we have tokens of some kind around?
I got dice in that dice thing.
Where is the dice thing?
In this bulk box. Or dice box, as I call it. You remember how this works?
Yep. Could never forget.
Shout out to Andrew Parks. Making this bad boy happen.
All right. Here's the setup. There's 12 days to Christmas.
Okay.
And we are trying to inject a little Halloween flavor into the season. The goal is to have the most points at the end. Shocking.
Okay.
You have a location deck here. So one of these will be your starting locations, and you'll know it because it'll have starting hand size on there. So my starting location is Oogie's Lair. Do we have pops for this?
Oh, we do. You better believe it.
Look at him go.
Unreal. I'm going to put this in the center on this blue line on my side. So we're building our own Christmas towns.
Are you putting your dudes in front or behind?
Behind. Because our boards don't... We're playing at the same time, but it's not like I cross over into your town or anything.
Did they introduce that in set 3?
Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Not yours, dude.
This one is mine.
What's the name of it?
Finkelstein Hall.
Oh, Finkel.
And then do these just go in?
Those are shuffled, not into your deck bag. Those are shuffled separately because they're going to be randomly one of those is going to come into your town when it's time.
Right.
So shuffle. I'm going to put those off to the side. Shuffle your deck. And your starting hand size will be on your starting location. So mine says 5.
Mine says 7. No wonder I roast you every time. It's like I got 2 extra cards. It's crazy.
Yeah, but I have you have a function draw 3. I have a function draw 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a function add 3. You have a function add 2 resources.
So you should be playing the high dollar stuff, and I should be playing all the little. I'm a rush deck.
Mine says function move a card. Yours says function move 2. So yours is just better in every conceivable way. No wonder I'm losing.
Except for you get 1 more money, and money is important. Or pumpkins. Excuse me, Jonathan. Wow, look at that. Does the pop look like that for everybody?
Unexpected, yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
It's
He's
a Halloween
shuffled.
surprise.
Really? Wow. What kind of sleeves are these?
Katanas?
They just haven't been used very much.
I mean, they've been played 3 times. Wow. Something like that.
Nothing like a fresh set of katanas.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw my
Fresh
5.
set of tanas.
Some tanas. Not going to look at that. So we have these reference cards. And at the start of each turn, one of us will be the Pumpkin King. And just kind of working through the round order for a reminder. First, there's 3 phases. Start phase, you remove a day counter. So there's 12 days to Christmas. We'll lose a day. You place new locations. So you draw a location. You get to place it on either side. And then Pumpkin King activity. So whoever's the Pumpkin King, we get to choose one of these things.
Oh, right, and you want to hammer your friends.
Something like that. Then you get the player turn phase. So 1 turn per player, perform 1 function. So like these are functions. And you can also play cards. Mm-hmm. And we'll get pumpkin resources at the start of the turn. Mm-hmm. In phase, empty pumpkin points. So any leftover pumpkin resources that you have go away.
Can't save money.
Any surprise cards that you play, you get to draw a card back for that.
That's too good.
Yep. Remove hex counters, which is not very common. Discard down to 7 cards if you have more than that. Recycle. If you're out of deck, you'll shuffle your discard pile back in. Then rotate the Pumpkin King.
Okay.
So,
we love it.
Drew my cards.
What a game.
Let's look at this. It's very simple once we get into it.
It's not simple, Zach. It's very, very, very important and complicated, which is why me winning is so important.
Yeah.
When I do that, it's because I'm a genius. Not because I'm lucky. Yeah. Or because I have the objectively better deck every year.
I'll go first.
Sounds good.
If you want me to. So I'm the Pumpkin King.
Do we get a mulligan?
I don't think so. But let me look. little tiny rule books.
Oh, right. I remember how this works.
It just comes right back to you, doesn't it?
We need to get Finkel to the laboratory.
Statements you never thought you'd say. All right.
Okay.
And during the first turn, we don't place a new location. Current Pumpkin King removes 1 day counter in the center of the table. So we're going to lose a day.
Okay.
New location, we skip that. Then move from now on, we'll draw the top card and place it to the left or the right. Current Pumpkin King must choose one of the 3 activities listed and mark the choice and then decide whether or not he wishes to perform the chosen activity, regardless of whether or not the pumpkin. Gotcha. So the 3 options are discard a card to draw a card. It's free for the player with the least number of cards.
Love it. That's you.
You can add a pumpkin point. Free for the player with the most creations.
Okay.
Or
that seems like the kind of thing that spirals.
You can move a card, free for the player with the most characters. And you normally have to discard to do this. So it's free. You don't have to discard if it matches. So as an example, I have less cards than you, so I am going to choose. You can discard a card to draw a card, but it's free for the player with the least number of cards.
Got it,
so that's me. We'll draw a card.
So I can discard and draw if I desire it. Okay. Number of cards equal to the number of scare points to activate that locale and then perform a function. You still restrict only one function per turn. Man, these are better cards. I feel like we rebuilt. Hold on, I gotta run to the bathroom before we get into this.
We did.
Did we do some deck
These are constructed.
Okay, this is.
I mean, it's not like crazy constructed.
This is like back in the day. Go to the local store. Play the tournament.
There's some amount of customization that's gone on here. Where'd the comment go? Wade saying he kind of wants Discord to put together a fund to get Steven a Kelsey jersey for Christmas. Maybe I'll just do that for him. Can you imagine if I got him a Kelsey jersey? Here you go, dog.
He couldn't just immediately throw it away.
100%. He'd wear it on stream. Then he'd throw it away. Or he'd give it to someone. I don't know. I don't know how to explain why I understand it, but I get why people would want to mimic someone.
Yeah. I don't like it, but I get it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. All fashions and trends come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
turns out, well, not to get into a crazy
get in here.
conversation, but turns
This
out
is
that
Jonathan, everybody.
well, the Freudian psychotherapy got adopted by advertising, and things got really weird.
Yeah.
That's why we're here today.
There's
Not us.
all sorts of things that sort of get passed to you from other people. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's what you wear, but also sometimes it's what you eat or where you go or how you drink or I don't know.
I mean, it's signaling culture, right?
Yeah.
Like just like it always has. The way you dress signals.
Even I think it's very
Usually, maybe
like instinctual. At one point, I was over at my friend John Wilson's house, and his son at that time was like one and a half, and I was sitting on the ground up next to the fireplace with my legs crossed. And then at some point, and I had only been around him a couple times, like it wasn't frequent. But he came and sat next to me and crossed his legs in the same way.
Nice.
And he was just really into mimicking.
Nice.
Whoever the men in the room were.
Right.
It's like, oh, and he would like go stand next to his dad and like just do whatever was going on. So anyways, I think it's very, I'm just kind of looking for social cues. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, it's common, right?
Okay. So what were you deciding?
I need to discard a card.
To draw a card.
To draw a card. Now, when do I draw a location? Start on my turn or whatever?
We skipped that phase on the first turn.
Love it. Okay, let's discard this.
Jeff, this is the Nightmare Before Christmas TCG. Okay, so remove a day counter, skip to the new location, Pumpkin King activity happened, player turn. So first, one turn per player, perform a function. So I'm going to perform a function, and I'm going to choose gain 3 resources. So I'm going to put those down here. Function, add 3, I think.
Yeah, looks good, yeah. 0 points needed for that bad boy.
And is it... Oh, what? Okay. I'm going to play I Told You, which is search 5 for Lock, Shock, and Barrel. It cost me a point. If Lock, Shock, and Barrel are at the same location in my Halloween town, stack this surprise on Shock and add 2 points.
They're not.
So we're going to search 5 for any Lock, Shock, or Barrels.
Yes.
Which was none. And those get discarded. And that's a surprise. So I'll get to draw an extra card at the end of the turn.
That's so good. Oh, no wonder. Hold on. Okay, that's good. That's good. I like that. That's good. That's good.
Wade says, Stevens had rants on streams before wanting things without logos and slogans. The irony of the analogy thing is it's part of the humor of that, for instance.
Wait a minute. What does inactive mean? This wouldn't be an inactive locale, would it? Because it's a 0. Active means you have enough pumpkin power to use it.
That's right.
Okay. Otherwise, this card would be busted.
Yeah. Am I good to keep?
Yeah.
I'm going to play I'm Not the Dumb One.
Dude, we went hard on tactics.
Search the top 5 for Lock, Shock, and Barrel.
We're so smart. We're so smart, dude.
That'll go into my hand.
These are constructed decks. I
Yes.
think we did this at the end of the stream last time.
I'm pretty sure because this is, popping off. All right, I'm going to pay 1. We're going to play Igor. This is the Faithful Lackey. I forgot about that. I gotta say the subtitles on the characters. During my turn, I can discard him from play and move 2 cards.
Yeah, you won't though, will you?
Not this turn.
And when did we just show a new location?
So normally it's the start of phase thing when you get to do that, but on the first turn we don't add a new location.
Did you say that already? Am I just not listening?
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. All right, that's my turn. And let me look up.
And then I do something, and then I become the Pumpkin King, and then I start us off.
So now you get to perform 1 function.
Yeah, we're in the player turn phase.
Yep, I already did mine. Now you get to do yours.
And then I become the new Pumpkin King, and I do the thing, and then I get the turn, and then you get the turn, and then you become the Pumpkin King, and then we.
So you'll do your.
This is my non-Pumpkin King turn.
Right, but you still get to do a function and play stuff, and then end phase, and then it'll flip over to you. I think. Let me see something.
Okay. I'm going to get 2 pumpkin points from my function.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play a Dr. Finkelstein onto my Finkelstein Hall. How do you like that?
Okay. So what's he do? What's his subtitle?
Well, he said the laboratory, draw a card each time you play a creation. He's not at the laboratory. But he could be.
He will be.
He could be.
Okay. So you're done. In phase, empty pumpkin. Any leftover points you don't spend. You reimburse surprise card. So I played 2. So I'm going to draw 2. Do you have any? Did you play any surprises?
No.
Okay.
No surprises here.
Remove any hexes. Discard down to 7. So I've got 6. Recycle empty deck. Rotate Pumpkin King. So Pumpkin King.
I'm the Pumpkin King now.
And I'll
Man.
just activate it.
Yeah, activate the Pumpkin King.
All right. So start a turn. Remove a day counter.
Remove a day counter.
Draw the top location. It goes to the left or the right.
It's the tree circle for me. Draw 2 cards and add 2. Let's put it there on the right.
Okay. Mine is the laboratory function. I can search 5 for a creation and add 3 pumpkin points.
That's so good.
But I have to have 3 worth of characters there to use that.
Yeah, it's so good. I can't tell you how much I'm about to blow your mind.
Bring it on,
I'm going to choose discard a card to add a pumpkin. Oh, wait. We'll probably get back to these. We'll probably reshuffle. Discard, get a pumpkin. You doing the same thing?
You do your thing. Oh, wait, which one did you choose?
Discard 1, get a pumpkin.
Who's it free for?
It's free for the person with the most creations.
Neither.
Not you.
Let's discard here and draw 1. Definitely doing it.
Okay. Then we go to the player turn phase.
Is it? Hold on, let me look up creations real quick.
Do we have to perform a function first and then play cards? Or can we play and then activate a function?
So you have to activate the function first.
Function. Conjunction, junction. What are you reading?
Just making sure to play creations, you just spend the cash. Cash money.
3, 4. Okay, my function is going to be draw 3 cards.
Okay. Why do you have a pumpkin point?
Pumpkin King. Discard a card, add 1.
I thought you did the draw card thing.
I did that for my function. During the player turn phase.
You didn't do that thing?
I did this one.
Okay.
Add a pumpkin.
So I discard a card.
Who's not listening now? I said it like 5 times.
I don't know.
So you discarded to do a pumpkin?
What'd you say?
You didn't discard to draw?
I discarded to draw, but I can't do that because you chose the action to discard
That's right.
a pumpkin.
Yeah.
So I put the card I drew back and got a pumpkin instead.
You ready for something? You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Let's play, let's pay 1 pumpkin for organ donor. Each player starting with the Pumpkin King may choose to discard Finkelstein to play a creation from hand for free.
Boo. I remember this deck.
I'm going to play the Wreath of Wrath. When it's played, every player must discard 1 character from his Halloween town.
Oh no! Lame.
You guys are flying.
Pass.
Some top rope stuff.
Yeah, man, we were ready.
Oh wait, hold on. Then I gotta play this thing. No, not gonna play that yet.
Okay.
The end.
I will choose a function to get 3 pumpkin points. Then
A lot of money.
I'm going to play Oogie Boogie. Meanest guy around. -1 cost at his lair. It's not. Cost him 2 points to move out of his lair. So if I played him cheaper at his lair, he has to spend 2 movements to get out. But he's now there. I've got 4 points active at the laboratory.
Boom.
So he's going to start popping out creations. You know what I mean?
He's gonna create. He's a creation station.
All right. Are you done?
I'm done.
All right. So walking through, empty pumpkin points, reimburse your surprise cards.
Draw.
Pumpkin King rotates. And I will declare... first, let's remove a day counter. So we've got 9 days to Christmas. How many days are there to Christmas, actually? 7? Crazy. New locations. Draw a card.
Location card.
Ooh, I remember this.
And we can play anywhere we want on our stuff. Yeah. Town Square, that's forward.
Yeah, I'm going to do this because I'm going downtown. I'm going to play the Pumpkin Patch. Beautiful. A function at place 1 character who is at this location face down beneath this location. Add 6 pumpkin points. How many cards are in your hand?
7.
Okay, I will choose the draw a card one, and I have less cards, so it's free for me.
Yeah, I'll discard him. Let's discard this one and draw 1. Ah, same card.
All right. And then function. Let's.
I need money. More money.
Oh, I see. I see. Hilarious. I will use this function to search 5 for creation and add 3 pumpkin points.
Crazy. Crazy, man. But you don't have any creations.
Oh, no creations. Weird.
I'm so fortunate.
Then we're going to play shock, barrel, and lock for my hand. All 1 cost. So she basically makes it where she moves, they can move with her for free. During my turn, if he's at the treehouse, which he's not, I can discard a copy of him to search 3 for other characters. And then during my turn, if he's at the same location as these people, I can discard a copy of him to draw a card.
Love it. But you're gonna dump them for 6 gold.
That's the goal of the deck. Yeah. You've seen it.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Yeah.
I remember last year. I feel like it's working way better than it did last time. I love the idea of like a decade there being like 10 times we played this game, and it's just once a year.
Okay. We need to get some money. Money. So we need to start working this town square. So I'm gonna go 2 here on Sally. I'm gonna function add 2 and then spend it on Sally.
Sally the shy creature.
And then I guess that's about it. I could go here just to filter. I think I will do that. I'll play the surprise -1 to all creations, +1 to all characters. That'll go away the end phase. But I just want to. It's called Making Christmas.
That would be very powerful if you had a stack of creations.
Maybe later game. I think it'd be really powerful.
Yeah,
when
you have like 3 or 4 locate things in your hand. You just drop them all at once.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, clear. You become the Pumpkin King. Remove a day counter.
Right. It's the king's responsibility.
New locations.
There it is. There's the lab.
Let's play the treehouse over here.
What's up? Is that Jesse on the screen?
Yep.
Yeah, pop that up again. What's up, Jesse? Merry Christmas.
Some
Happy holidays.
excellent sorcery
Thanks for
content on
last
his
good
channel.
times in 2023. Thank you for all you do as well. Thank you all for being here.
What's your Pumpkin King choice?
You know, it's free for me, so I'll take a money. Or a pumpkin. Excuse me, John. Hates it when you call it the money. He hates it. He can't stand it.
Yeah, sure. I will discard a card and get a money.
It's a shiny card, is that?
Yeah, it's a good card. I want it later though. Gives him Steven -1 points. Don't tell him. It's called Shadow on the Moon.
All right. Well, let's go and use this function to gain 2 money. Let's play a double here. Every time an opponent's character is discarded from play, draw a card. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Oh, that would have been really good earlier when you nuked my
It would have been
Igor.
great. And I think I'm supposed to be a discard deck because I've got some ideas.
So you're the fun guy at the party.
And then let's play 1 for Master the Plan. Search for Finkelstein or Igor.
Top 5.
Top 5. 1. There's Igor. 2. There's an Igor. 3, 4, 5. Do I get both of these?
Oh, yeah, you do. I think so. Maybe verify.
Interesting. Over to you, Bun.
Well, it says. Oh, there it is. Yeah, up to 3.
Sweet.
Or whatever the number is.
Crushed.
Okay.
I love this little game.
I'm going to use this laboratory. We're going to search
you
5 for creation. Did I get both? Oh, it says 1 creation. See?
Sick.
So we got Roadkill. If the decomposing guy is in your Halloween town, when you play Roadkill, draw 2. Wow. Delightful Hat. When playing this creation, if Harlequin Demon is in your Halloween town, you can discard a card from your hand to reduce the cost of this creation by 2.
Dang, that's good.
Well, I've got neither. I have low cards, so let's hope we see decomposing guy. We'll grab this, and I gain 3. And then I'm going to play creation. Oogie's Dice for 4. If he was in his lair, it would have another effect, but he's not. He's in the laboratory. Okay. So
it's an Oogie deck.
I got a creation down though, so feeling good about that.
Empty the points. Reimburse our surprise cards.
Don't have any of those.
6, 7.
7 days to Christmas. Pumpkin King switches to me.
That's it.
I will choose the draw card because I have 1 card.
Okay.
As you can imagine.
So I can discard. Okay. I'll discard. I don't want to make a mistake. None. I like them all. No Pumpkin King for me. Thank you very much.
All right. I will.
It's funny how much this looks like Star Wars TCG.
Yeah. It also has the templating does give it the Nightmare Before Christmas vibe.
Yeah.
It's got that like dark. Well, I guess laboratory it is. Search 5.
Dude, look at you going through your deck like a pro.
No creations and gain 3. And
You're
then
playing the wrong deck, man.
play some roadkill.
Okay.
I remember feeling like last time I wished I had filtered harder. The laboratory coming out early with a 4-coster to get it active is pretty sweet.
Can I have 2 Igors on the board?
I don't think so.
Probably not, right?
I think I even have another copy of Oogie, like a different one, and I don't think I can play it. There's no limit to the number of characters, but you cannot, however, play a character to a locale if the same character is already in that Halloween town.
Got it. Okay, so over to me.
Brent saying, next year I want Nightmare Before Christmas themed holiday tokens for this game that has been dead for a few decades.
It'd be super fun.
Just some pumpkin tokens for the pumpkin points, and then some day counting.
Function, add 4 pumpkins.
Easy.
Easy.
What?
Easy.
That's ridiculous.
What was that on the treehouse?
That was the town square.
That is great. I'm going to be honest, the draw a card, gain 3 resources is pretty powerful.
Let's pay 0 to search for Behemoth or Easter Bunny.
This is the card named Bunny.
Thank you. None.
But we're filtering now.
I'll replace that here in a second. I've got 4 money to spend. Now let's see where I should spend it. So I could spend it, I could pay 3 here and put 1 there. And that's, I mean, that's pretty good. I could start rolling out creations here. Get that going.
I do like the gain of free money if you have most creations. That's like a weird pressure point.
I don't want to move cards though. Okay, well, what if we did
It's a good time to review what I
this?
have. Delightful.
And then I can play that. There's really no rush to it, right? It's about resource management. How many cards you got in hand?
1.
Love it. That makes everything better.
I don't like whatever you're
I love
cooking.
that entirely.
Don't like that one bit.
Okay.
Why are we excited about this?
Let's play 3 for a Reaper over there at the lab.
Oh, you're a discard.
Every player must discard 1 character from his own hand or from his own Halloween town. From hand?
Yeah.
Character. I'll discard an Igor.
With this laboratory on, I'm starting to feel like I don't have enough cards in my deck, like enough points.
Then I'll... Where do I want to put it? Then I'll pay 1 for an Igor here.
Very creepy character.
Very creepy. And then I'll call it done.
All right. I don't have any surprises. You become
Discard,
the Pumpkin King.
get this thing in here. Okay.
What's your activity?
I become the Pumpkin King.
Oh, King.
You have more things, so I can't possibly do that.
You
So,
can't just lose a card.
and you have less cards as well. You're losing everywhere. So where's my advantage?
We're tied on characters, so that you don't have any you can pick and not lose a card, but you have to pick one. You don't have to do one.
Now, where's my pumpkin sheet? Player with the most characters. That's neither of us.
Yep.
So we can both discard to move.
I don't have any cards, so I don't get to do that.
That's right, you don't.
But I don't think you're moving either.
Well, I might just want to choose it to stuff you.
It's fine.
In the grand scheme of things. I would like a card. But you get a free card? That's crazy. I can't give you a free card.
Too much value.
Are you nutty?
He hangs the crown, man.
I know. He's got no card. Man's got no cards. He's going to have to choose cards.
The man's got no cards.
All right, I'm going to choose move a card.
All right, I won't.
Maybe I'll do it.
See, Andrew. Great to see your name. Have a great holiday. Thank you for being a part of this.
All right, I want to.
Cheers. Okay, 6 days to Christmas, by the way. Get your shopping done.
Let's go lab. Search 5.
Dude, as I told you earlier, Serena's been sick, so I was doing the grocery shopping this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Imagine that's an adventure.
And particularly the weekend before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos. It's not my favorite, I'm going to be honest.
At the grocery store?
Yeah.
You have people like getting hams and stuff?
Just, it was so busy. And like certain things were just out.
Mm.
But yeah, people stocking up. And like, kids are going to be on Christmas break. What is happening here? What do we do?
Laboratory.
Oh, I know the drill. Dude, you're full of creations.
I'm taking a skeletal reindeer. Full of a lot of things, man. And then I've got... I'll pay 3 for a scary teddy, -1 for devil. So it cost me 3.
Okay.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Let's trigger the laboratory.
Your lab's not as good as mine. Isn't your deck all about Oogie's dice doing something weird? What do they do if they're in your...
If he's in the lair, he can immediately move. But that's
it's not that great, is it?
There is a different Oogie, though.
Oogie Boogie, Rockstar, Elvis. Jeff Brophy, what game is this? Nightmare Before Christmas trading card game.
It's, let me just find the name. It's Oogie Boogie Gamblin' Boogeyman.
This is the game that ultimately inspired Magic the Gathering.
Easily. Clearly, you can see that every way imaginable.
It really paved the way. Also, can we appreciate how perfectly my location line is compared to the chaos that you're bringing to this table?
I wouldn't call this chaos.
Look at that. The train's off the rails. Oh, wait, did we forget the locale thing?
What are you talking about?
Are we supposed to do that now?
I'm taking my turn.
Oh, right.
I triggered this.
All right.
I will not spend these.
No way.
Well,
I've won the game.
I
It's
got a
over.
forecast
Game,
thing,
it's over.
so here we are.
Game's over.
All right, end of the day. I become Pumpkin King.
That's right.
That's technically when I would refill the decks. We're going to lose a day, 5 days to Christmas. I'm going to choose draw a card. How many cards you got in here?
We got to place new locales.
Yeah, that's right.
Sally's room over here. Nobody really cares. We're here for one location only.
Back alley. Alley-oop. I'm going to choose you can discard a card to draw a card, but if you have less cards, then you don't discard.
Right.
It's just strange how that works.
I'll discard 0 cards.
Cool. I haven't got my engine. I got them all out quickly, but I need different cards.
Can we discard a card from him that's already on the table? Did we say that? No, you're stuck with it? For real?
Yeah, I think so.
You're sure? Can we check that tiny rulebook?
I'm
Can
trying.
you please check that tiny rulebook? You think the rulebooks have gotten bigger over time, or your hands have just gotten bigger?
Yes.
Like, is that a normal size rulebook? You've just grown.
Does it look normal now?
Yeah, we're using this Lord of the Rings technology.
Now, if you have more than 7 cards, you can discard. You discard down at the end of the turn.
Okay.
So just draw a bunch. Oh.
That's right, 7 novels. This is what I was saying. It looks a lot like Star Wars CCG. It is. I mean, stuff going to locations is a classic card game.
I'm going to trigger this again.
Why? You don't have any creations worth playing. That's not what your deck's supposed to do. You're supposed to pumpkin patch.
Delightful hat and a hand. Gain 3 resources that I can't spend.
I think you should be taking the draw actions.
I only draw 1 card.
2.
I didn't.
Oogie's
Oh,
Lair.
I thought it was draw 1 card. So I was draw 2 here. Yeah, I should have been doing that.
Or like try to get some stuff over here. Draw 3.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Give me some free advice.
Over to you.
Wrecking you with the Nightmare Before Christmas trading card games. Usual.
Over to you.
Why don't you just start with Oogie's Lair? What? Do we not have one?
It is Oogie's
Oh,
Lair.
that is Oogie's Lair, right? Okay, a lot of questions for me.
I played him here so I could activate the laboratory.
I'm gonna activate the laboratory
Okay. Yeah.
because that's what this game has come down to, as it always does.
Laboratory, get the creations, make the points.
Roadkill.
Yep, classic. And weirdly, you have just the resources you need to play it.
I don't have a decomposing guy though.
That's good.
Decomposing guy is gonna go. I'm just gonna roadkill.
Yep. All right, you're the Pumpkin King. Dog.
I'm the Pumpkin King now, dog.
How many points you at? 9,
I don't know.
12, 16, 20?
Remove a day. Place new locales.
14.
We don't have any new locales, or do we? Do we go to 6?
Yeah.
Back alley. It doesn't matter.
Castle Finkelstein.
What does that one do?
Discard a card from hand, add 5 pumpkin points.
Nice.
That's how you really get cooking.
All right, start of my turn. I've got more creations. I will choose to gain free money. The snowball to end all snowballs.
Yeah, I'll
Can
discard
I
again.
discard again one?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Surely.
And then I'll town square for 4.
Yeah. Ugh.
And then I'll play Finkelstein for 2. And then I'll play Skeletal Reindeer for 3. -2 for Dr. Finkelstein in Laboratory. -1 for Igor in Laboratory. Boom, boom. 6 points on the board. Rooney.
Sisyphus the boulder rolling guy? I think that's what I am in this game on this, without changing these decks. I'll choose the function to draw 2 cards.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Everybody gets a present. It's like our sorcery games.
Let's trigger barrel. I'll discard a barrel to draw a card.
From hand?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to play a...
Wasn't there a card that discards everything on a locale?
This here. Oh, no.
The
This
Valor
decomposing
Morgulis.
guy.
Dude, if you have roadkill with that dude, it's incredible. 2 cards?
Yeah. Too late.
Whee!
All right, end of turn.
End of turn.
I become a
Move
pumpkin
hex card. You're
king.
the pumpkin man.
3 days to Christmas. Zach's looking for a miracle. How many cards in hand?
Do you?
No! No! I can't just give you a free card.
Sure you can.
What is this madness?
Sure you can.
Um,
Head Reese General, aloha from Maui. Mahalo. Just sold my first sorcery card, Death Deal, and now it's time to order another beta box from your site. Have a great day. Happy holidays. Boys, hey, happy holidays to you. Death Dealer Foil. Congratulations. Probably
Amazing.
For a good amount of money.
yeah.
Some good cash.
That thing is killer. I will choose the discarded card to draw. You can draw for free. Okay. Let's choose. So we have 3 turns left after this. 1, 2. I need cards. All right. I will choose to draw 2.
I like that. I'm about to do the same. Except it's 3 on mine.
Let's twist the knife.
It is a Nightmare Before Christmas for you.
Okay. Over to you.
I got you a present this year.
Ah, a big L. You're gonna play that giant.
I'm gonna
jack.
choose draw 3, Finkelstein Hall there.
Yeah. He's looking for points. Clockwork Gadget. Happy holidays, man. Thanks for stopping in.
Clockwork. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. And then I don't have any money because you know we drew.
Yep. You're the Pumpkin King.
I'm the king.
You're the king.
Here comes the king. Okay, let's do what we want to do. Well, I can get a free money. That seems pretty cool. And then I can search for more cards. Okay, I got that. Understood. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a free cash.
What's the triggering effect? I have to discard a card.
Discard a card, yeah, if you want to.
Sure, I'll discard and get a point.
Okay. And then for my function, I'm gonna gain. I'm gonna use the laboratory. Search 5.
Have you already played that thing though?
Yeah. Can I only play one
You
of
can
them?
only play one, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Skeleton Reindeer.
Been there, done that. Tackleberry Finn. I miss these streams. Do you guys ever miss the old pandemic days? Obviously, it was a crazy time in all of our lives, but sometimes I miss the slower pace we were forced into.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Strikes and Gutters. It was an experience. I enjoyed the streams, and I enjoyed the connectivity. It just felt so. I've never played like. It's hard to explain what happens to your brain when you're playing that much, that often across different games. Like I played like a whole weekend of a game, but like when you're doing that routinely, it just feels like the pipelines in your brain are so much wider. They have to be, and you're just like, it's crazy.
I'm playing the Wolfman. When it's played, you may discard another character at his locale to draw 2 cards. I'm going to discard Sally. It's going to trigger the devil to draw me a card. And I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Combo. Okay.
Okay.
And did you click this down? What is happening here?
Did I?
I didn't think you did, because I knew I was going to get one more click down.
Got it.
Where I get the choice of Pumpkin King, which is relevant.
Okay, and then we've got, okay, Corpse Mom, etc. Corpse Family. Search 5 for Corpse Family. We could do that if we wanted to. That would get us some more surprises. I kind of like this, though. But I've got to think, how do I get money? I remember running into this last time. How do I get more money?
Yeah, you have to have something that... you had some card you played, or a location, maybe? Are we out of locations yet?
Yeah, I think we're out of locales. They got me more cash. Well, with that in mind... What
was the way? You had some way to pop up a bunch of money.
I'm going to pay 1 for Mad Genius. If Finkelstein is at the laboratory in my Halloween town, peek at an opponent's hand and discard a card of my choice.
Ooh. Don't you dare.
Let's take a little look-ski.
That's so bad.
Let's take a little look-ski.
I know what you're going to take. It hurts my soul.
So we got 5 points for effectively free for 2 there. So this is the whole point of the deck. Shock, Lock, and Barrel are in the same location as -3. That's 2 for 5. That's good.
What's that one called?
That's called Jumbo Treat Bag. It's going to be called Discard Pile here in just a second. Delightful Hat is just a 4 for 4, not a big deal. I'm the Boogeyman. Each player targets a character with a scare number of 1 belonging to the player on his left and sends the character back to its owner's hand. So you could send Igor back to hand, and I could send one of your things back there. I'm not the dumb one. Search for, or if they're at the thing, stack the surprise on barrel and draw a card. So it feels like this is the right one.
It definitely. I've been just waiting to play it. A 2-cost 5-point. Ugh. Devastating.
Okay.
That cuts deep.
Oh.
Wade saying, I think most of us missed the sense of community and closed space that happened. It was an odd and unique to that moment in time. Yeah, it really was.
I will go ahead and pass.
All right. Well, I will function, trigger the laboratory, because I want the money. Look at the top 5. Creation. We're going to get the skeletal reindeer into hand. And then let's pay 1 for I'm Not the Dumb One. Search 5 for lock, shock, and barrel, and this will go under him, and I'll draw a card after that. Got a barrel. And then
It's or, yeah? You can either search or you can just draw a card.
oh, I would way rather do that.
Yeah, that's probably better. Put them in the right order, though, you know?
Yeah.
We don't want an unclean game.
Draw a card. It's very, yeah.
Is it become free? It feels like it should be free.
I don't think so.
Stack the surprise. See, I feel like you don't pay for it. I don't know.
I think you pay for it. It just removes it from the deck, basically.
Huh. Still costs 1 just to draw a card? I guess that's not bad. But you have to get 3 things in the same place to do that?
This is not going to end well.
I need another pumpkin.
All right, that's it.
Oh, Corpse Kid can do it.
Surprise.
Oh, it's all the corpse people. They get you money. What are you doing?
I replaced my surprise that I
Okay,
played.
got it. It's all the corpse people.
All right.
And then I discard down to 7, so I've got to discard a Finkel.
I become the Pumpkin King.
You're the Pumpkin Man.
1 day to Christmas.
Does that mean I take the last turn?
Yeah. How many cards in here?
7.
I will discard. Here to gain a point. I'll trigger the laboratory.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to discard for pumpkin points? I'm going to do that.
That's what I did, yeah.
All right. Do I get it for free?
You get it for free, yeah. Sure do. Then we'll play a Delightful Hat. Already. I'm getting
Santa
wrecked.
Baby.
I see what my deck's trying to do.
Who built that anyway?
It's just not doing it well. There's like too many things I need to stack together.
That's kind of the beauty of it, though, isn't it? I really want to reshuffle here. I really want to reshuffle.
You're like way ahead of me. Right?
I am way ahead, yeah.
10, 15, 18,
Yeah, I'm way ahead, but
22.
that doesn't mean you take the gas off.
Plus 6, 26 to mine.
Is there anything that plays when he's played? Every time an opponent is discarded, lab, draw 1 card each time you play a creation. Oh, I missed that. You may discard for then move.
You draw a card every time you play creation.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jiminy
What is this
crickets.
guy? Okay, well then let's try to play another one. We'll go ahead and use the laboratory. We're going to gain money. We're going to search these. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing.
And you don't reshuffle your deck till after at the end of the turn.
Are you serious?
So don't do that if you don't want to do that. Yeah, it doesn't happen till the end phase. If you run out, you run out.
I'm going to take my other line then.
Oh, you know why this matters?
Gain the 4
That's
money.
worth a point.
Oh, right. Okay, that's way better. All right, then we need to do, that's our job. Oh, and I get to draw from this.
That's 100% what it is.
Yeah, that's
So that makes more sense.
play a surprise, discard a card, add 1. Okay, love it. Put him in. That's our job, stays here. And then let's play a little corpse kid. Where? Does it matter? No, it doesn't.
Just on the board.
Put him in Sally's room.
Creepy.
Got 1 left, and then I'll pass it.
All right, you become the Pumpkin King. Remember,
Right.
remember day counter. 0 days to Christmas.
Christmas.
Oh, and I don't reimburse surprise cards because I don't reshuffle the thing yet. Is that right?
Fine. That's a bummer.
Fine. Fine.
I'm gonna need a miracle to win anyway.
Yeah.
What's your? I'm gonna remove this last day for you. 0 days
Thank you.
Christmas.
I'm the pumpkin man.
What's your pumpkin choice?
Huh.
You're ahead by 7.
Ahead by 7.
Yeah, play any points. I
Let's
just
play
combo out for like 18 points. Here.
Well, I mean, it's not easy because like maybe I don't have points.
Yeah. That would be a hindrance to your goal.
I'm gonna say discard and draw, and you can just do that for free, I believe.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna discard a Finkelstein.
Dude, the Finkelstein ability on the laboratory is nuts.
Ooh, I was one turn away. Dang it. Make sure there's nothing here. Okay. Maybe we can piece this together.
Yeah, I can make this better. We're gonna fix this for next year.
I'm gonna play Bunny.
Uh-huh.
Once in your turn, after you play a surprise, discard a card from your hand to add 1 point here. Oh wait, I can't do that yet. I gotta do the function first.
You already missed it.
So let's do the let's do the lab. Search 5.
Yeah, why not? Does he have any left? Oh, he does.
I've already got one in there.
Oh.
Okay, not much matter. All right, so then we'll play Bunny. Search for Behemoth or Easter Bunny. I honestly don't know that they're in here. And then I'll discard here to gain a money, courtesy of Corpse Kid.
Yep.
And then I also had 3 from the lab. So
Missed it, dude.
4.
First time, I'll give it to you. Second time?
Behemoth. 1.
Wait, you don't get to do both, right?
2,
It's or?
3. I'm doing the front of this. This is a trigger off.
Got
of
you,
playing this.
yeah.
4. Are there any Behemoth or Easter Bunnies there?
Didn't look like it.
No.
I can't wait to build the Easter Bunny deck. It's going to be a new meta.
Okay, that'll refill, and then I got 4 money.
Sounds like a meta zoo deck.
Let's pay 2 for Sally, and then pass it over to you.
All right. I'll choose the laboratory.
Good luck. You could maybe get in there.
No, not happening. Those go away. I get 3. We're going to play.
I figured out what this deck's supposed to do now. Figured it out.
I want to do it. They're all at the same location, so you're going to discard a random card.
Me?
Yeah. That's. And then it's going to stack over here.
A little too late on it. Oh, so that's why they're good. They keep getting those points.
Oh, sorry. Then we're going to play Dr. Finkelstein at his laboratory for 2. And then I'll end my...
All right.
All right. So how many points you end up with?
5, 6, 19, 11, 12, 14, 27, 32.
I was at 23. Not enough.
I mean, it's kind of like a reversey, you know?
The thing that went way better, and I was filtering early like I think I won, but I didn't realize I could draw 2.
Yeah.
Till way too late.
That's a big one.
So I had creations, but I didn't have characters.
That's a big deal.
So then I couldn't activate my other locations, and I had cards that were triggering off of the other stuff in my deck. Then you also got rid of 5 points randomly.
That was a bit of a problem. I figured out what I'm supposed to do. So I've got Big Jack here.
Jack
6.
Skellington, what's the subtitle?
So this is Demon of Light, foil. It's gotta be the rarest card in the game, right?
I think it's up there. Yeah. We
Probably
opened it,
worth
remember?
6,000, 7,000.
Easy. Pennies.
So I've got to have Town Square for 4, Pumpkin King for 5, and I've got to have a Corpse effect to get to 6. And that's why I have all these 0 cost surprises, because I can discard and add a pumpkin. That gets me 6 for Jack, which then gets me 6 for Sandy Claus. The -3 for Jack and Sally.
You have to have Jack and Sally to be able to play that 6.
This is the only Jack in the deck.
Yeah, I feel like that's...
I remember us talking about that last time, now that we're in it.
Yeah.
Now that we have to remember how to play again.
Yeah, I feel like I end up in the same spot because it's like we play it, we understand, and then we're like, oh, we need to make tweaks, and then we don't play it until next year. So I think going into next year, I'm making a commitment. Whoa, easy. I'm going to update this.
No, you're not.
I am.
There's no way.
Now I have a bulk box to put all my cards
There's
in.
no way he's updating that deck. He's gonna walk out of the
Let's
studio.
have a poll. Let's have a
He's gonna
poll.
walk out of the studio. He's gonna do nothing
Let's
with
have
this
a
deck.
poll.
Put it in the bulk box, and that's gonna be it. We're gonna get it back out next year. You're gonna say I never got to it.
I don't like losing.
So for somebody who doesn't like losing, you've played a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas TCG.
A lot is not exactly true. Let's do a real quick poll. Will Zach change his deck for next year? I'm voting yes. Oh no, I hit no on accident. No! A Freudian slip.
The universe put his hand to no, pressed it in. So good.
There's no back.
We're 50 down the line right now.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Yeah. Major shout out everyone that's been here. It's
been a hard
on any of these streams. All our publishing partners, all our partners, I guess now, Joe. I don't know if BulkBox counts as a publisher. And everyone in our community. You guys are just awesome. And of course, shout out to the team for making it through the year and doing a lot of really difficult things and great work. Excited about next year, I think. We have the studio up. It's not finished. We almost have our office space ready to go.
I think. What do you think?
I'm excited about 2024.
Natural wood?
The bokeh is so strong.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm a hobbit. Get me, Peter Jackson.
Yeah, it's funny. You don't look that small, but then I look over at me and I look gigantic.
My tiny house.
Yeah.
I look like if I had my foot on the table. Ooh, I'm a little gnome.
I thought you were going pirate for some reason.
Well,
It actually works really well.
So you're thinking natural wood. I was joking earlier. I don't care what you guys do. Like, it doesn't bother me that you want to switch that. I like whatever is happening right now. Can you imagine if we just click the stream right now?
Tiny compared to you.
Look at this.
This is like a giant.
Yeah.
This average bush over here. I think natural wood.
Oh, is it a man bush?
Shells back here, right? We need to put those diamond shells in.
More
maybe like this
wood shelves.
Stegosaurus style.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
You
what are you
think we
putting back
should
there?
repaint this?
Are you like mounting shelves or what are you doing?
Yeah.
I see.
I think we're gonna do diamonds. Just like imagine a diamond coming out here,
Yeah.
but then the middle diamond's bigger, the biggest diamond.
Do you
and then
remember?
Smaller.
Do you remember the
smaller.
speaker shelves we had at 1.0?
Yeah,
They were like in a corner and it would be kind of diamond shape if you
Yeah.
put the corner back like that.
but they gotta be bigger and then smaller. You know what I'm saying? So the biggest one is in the middle that comes out the furthest,
Oh, I see.
and then less as you go down, and then less as you go up.
Interesting.
It's like a Frank Lloyd Wright kind of thing.
Okay.
You did it.
Yeah.
I'm returning to my normal size.
I was just saying, if anyone just clicked in, it would be hilarious.
Yeah, happy holidays. Good to see everybody. It's been a great year. I mean, it turned into a great year. It was not a great year for a great part of it. It's just a lot of work, a lot of getting through all the slog. I imagine everybody out there is feeling the same way in some area of their lives. I think that's just the nature of the human condition.
I think the move/building out process for us just took so much time and energy.
Yeah.
And like we were doing streams from my office at home, the Zadok, and it just made everything more difficult.
Yeah.
Because it's everything about it. It's more challenging.
It was a pretty set, though, to be fair.
It was a good set. Yeah, actually,
set.
I liked it. It was very homey.
Kecker's saying, wow, this looks way less cramped than the old one. You wouldn't imagine.
Yeah.
It's hard to even explain.
There's nothing on the floor, for one.
Yeah.
And that makes a huge
all the stuff
difference.
hanging, and then like it is just a much bigger space, and it's built for this.
Yeah.
Like part of the problem with the other one was we had the thing that we hung stuff from. What is that called?
Truss, yeah.
But that was on the ground. Then all this stuff was on the ground too.
All the lights were on the ground.
And then the space was like skinnier.
Yeah.
So it made everything like it's amazing that it looked how it looked, I think, actually.
Yeah. Jonathan's very good at working with less.
Yeah. Story
That's
of
great.
That's the title of the book.
One of his great strengths, yeah. Working with less. My story at Covenant.
Oh man.
I think that's it. Anybody last chance, any questions? We'll stick around for 30 seconds or so and then we'll get on out of here.
Check out the bulk boxes.
Check out these
we
bulk boxes,
just launched
yeah.
that today. Careful, there's
That
stuff in
one's
there
got
now.
stuff in it.
Very excited about that product and that partnership. And if you're not in our Discord channel, do it. We're not going to be streaming for the next couple of weeks, but we'd love to see you over on Discord.
Good storage boxes. Can I stand on this? Is that a legit thing I can do?
You can put it on the. If you put it on the thing, you can almost see it. Wait, scoot it back until they see it. We can do this. We can get this on camera.
So we're putting a bulk box.
Is this like where Elon like shot the car? You guys remember Elon Musk?
You can't. Maybe you can see the box.
You can put the box on there. Yeah.
So a bulk box with nothing in it. You can almost see it.
It's like a David Copperfield thing. There it is. Yeah, right in front of those bushes.
Eldon, HR is going to leave the room.
Me standing on things is a stream classic. Okay, I'm going to stand on the ice chest first. And then I'm going to stand on the box.
Just to prove it can hold it.
I literally got my foot x-ray.
Should I be doing this? You literally.
No.
He had a foot X-ray this morning because he thinks he broke his foot.
His doctor.
Okay, so where am I supposed to stand? I'm
kind of like on the outside.
Now I'm scared.
Like
the inside is the most vulnerable.
There it is.
Well, I feel like I need. How do I get two on at once?
I don't know. Thanks everyone just tuning in.
Is it gonna crack?
It's not going. It's not going to.
you
I
serious?
swear. I swear. Here. Let me come and sit.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow! I can stand on my collection finally.
So you can put up to about 82 pounds of pressure on a bulk box, and you'll be
You
fine.
can get 169 pounds of men on that thing. Wow.
Lordy,
Okay.
we did it. The
That
bulk
actually
box
felt
test.
Great. I felt very supported by that.
Truth teller, make Steven sign a waiver first. Terrence is concerned about the beer. We made it.
Everything's great. All right, thank y'all.
2023, that's a wrap.
We'll be in the Discord.
You're the best.
Take care, everybody. Happy holidays.